All right. I hope people can see me and can hear me. I am struggling here. I don't know what else to do. For the last couple of days, I tried to go live like so many times. I can't do it. The setup is horrible. Dropping frames all the time. Like 80% of frames dropped. I called my internet service. They came here, double checked my internet is speed. The highest speed that you can get in the country. Everything working good. This computer is like three years old. Everything working good. I don't know what to do. Try many things. Clicks a lot of buttons. I don't know. Probably need just to destroy everything here and buy something new. But what I'm gonna do is I don't know when it goes off. And if somebody is in the house, I'm not expecting people right now. I just went live to try and see if I can make something work. So while I'm talking, I can try to click some other button to see if it's gonna work. So this is the deal here, okay? So if I go off, I go off. But I'm here to test things, click some buttons, talk football as long as the equipment will allow me to. So nothing is guaranteed here, all right? Nothing is guaranteed. So I don't know even if I'm gonna get anybody in the house, but just in case somebody is in the house, we can test this together. We can test this together. All right. So I just scheduled the stream like now. So I'm not sure even anybody is up. Anybody's up this time. But if anybody really is in the building, just say hi. Just say something. This live stream is complicated here. I've been trying for 2 days and so frustrating. Like you have breaking news. Instead of making a video for 2 hours, editing a video, struggling, you can go live and talk about something very quickly, but I couldn't. It was just down. It's so frustrating. I was just 1 inch away from breaking everything, you know, like, hey, forget it. Boom. Just take a baseball bat and then beat the hell out of everything. So I'm trying this. I don't know how long I can go with it. So I need all kind of like feedback that I can get from people. Aziz said that he can hear me. Mr. Vision say yes. Yes, what? I can hear you. I can hear you. We want Osimhen. All right. What channel will show the game? I think it's gonna be on Paramount Plus. So you have to pay $9.9999 plus Uncle Sam money, tax. So if you have $13, you can go on Paramount Plus and you can watch the game tomorrow. I do have I actually paid for the entire year so I can get some kind of discount. So that is going to allow me to watch Champions League games, the women games, stuff like that. Champions League, Europa League and the Conference League. So I already paid my yearly, even though it's gonna be like few games only that I will watch, but I thought that paying for a year was going to cost less money than paying game by game or month by month. So double check on Paramount Plus, and I don't know if they're gonna show it on other channels. I don't know, but I do have Paramount and Peacock. Peacock is mostly for the Premier League, even though they don't show Chelsea games often. It's just like you need extra service to watch the game, which is so stupid. People in Canada, they can watch the entire freaking things for like peanut money, really. They have the entire package that you can watch pretty much everything almost for free if you compare with the money that we spend in the US, you know. They pay peanut money over there. Back in the day, I used to, let me give you my secret. I used to like buy a package from Canada and use VPN and start watching all their channels over there. But I cancel it, so I don't know if I can go back there and buy another package. Aziz may be on Telegram. I never used the service before. The Telegraph thing, I never use it. I don't know how good is it. Yeah, I heard many things that you can watch a lot of live over there. What is the conditions to get there and watch games? They say people put a lot of free games over there, but I have service here. Like when I do watch-alongs, I need my service to be legal and to give me like on time kind of update. If you go to a website where it's gonna be like 2-minute delay, what the point if you're doing a watch along? You know what I mean? But I don't know. I never tried that app before, the Telegram and stuff. I never done it before. Hi, good job you are doing. Keep it up. Queen Kingsley. Queen, hey Queenie. Kingsley, come on, Queen. Where are you from, Queenie? Jamaica or somewhere? Montego Bay or Kingsley, Jamaica? I checked Paramount. They are not going to show Chelsea. Okay. Let me double check. Oh my goodness. That means they lied to me, because the package that they bought, they said even... Did they really say, oh, we are playing Conference League? So probably not. Oh my goodness. Let me check. Where to watch? It's asking me for my password, which I don't even remember. What is it? I'm gonna try. Conference. All right, people, you can ask your questions, or you can jump and try to call. I'm not gonna guarantee anything. No, Aziz, you didn't check Paramount Plus. It's Paramount Plus. It's telling me here Europa Conference League, bro. Where did you check? Double check. Double check, please. Yes, it's on Paramount Plus. Oh my goodness. I tell you right now, Paramount Plus. And you can even get a free trial. If you haven't registered over there yet, you can actually get 7 days trial. Don't forget to cancel it. You know what to do? You get the trial on free, and immediately you cancel it if you're not intending to. You're not intending to continue with them, because what they do is like those trial. Most of the people will forget about it and then pay the money. So you have to like cancel it after the game or something, after a few days, if you're not intending, because believe me, I know what I'm talking about. Those things, they know what they're doing. They're going to give you a trial. They know you're going to forget about it, and they know they're going to get your money. So here is even telling me all the games, it's going to happen. Olympiacos, blah, 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 all that. It's going to happen, bro. Free trial. Yeah, double check, man. It's telling me here I have my account here that can show you that. And let me double check if I have. Oh no, it might not work, because I can send you my account so you can access and watch on free. But my account got like my business stuff and my email and many things that could be illegal to send to somebody else. You know what I mean? But I don't know. You checked on Paramount Plus. Check Paramount, not Paramount only. Probably you went to Paramount. There are some other website called Paramount. Just go on Paramount Plus. And you will see the games are over there. Osimhen update. Yes, we're gonna talk about Osimhen. Queenie. She's from Nigeria. That's my sister from Nigeria. Kingsley. I have Paramount Plus, but they are not showing it. I don't know which one, because this one even is promoting it here, bro. I got there. They show you your account. They show you your selection. Because it's a lot of stuff that they can give you there. Movies, live shows, blah, blah, blah. I selected actually the Champions League, Europa League, the Conference League, Italian League. Also, they show some Italian leagues over there. So I don't know, man. Maybe we can talk about it on private. You probably got my number, so you can call me, so we can discuss about it. But yeah, I think it's gonna be on Paramount Plus. Double check or call them. Be angry and tell them I'm not sure. I don't know if it's a location thing, but we are almost in the same region, you know. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with you there, but I think they're just scamming you money for no reason, you know. Paying them money and you're not gonna watch the Conference League. That is illegal, bro. That is illegal. All right, so talk about Osimhen update. Osimhen update is still like a little bit quiet. In the last few days, we've been all focused on Gallagher going to Atleti and Joao Felix coming to Chelsea. But the last minute, you never know what's going to happen. And he doesn't want to stay there in Italy. He want to go to Chelsea. Chelsea don't want to buy him permanently. They don't have money to do so. They can afford to pay him salary now that Raheem Sterling is leaving. They took the number 7 shirt away from him, so definitely he's leaving. So that is like 350k saved. Who else big money could leave? Chile could leave Ben Chilwell, and that is like 200k a week saved. Gallagher left. He was on minimum wage though. It was like 50K a week or something like that. Chalobah is leaving, 60K a week. Some academy product, some other players here and there. They can free a lot of wages. So that could help Chelsea to pay big bucks for Osimhen, but they are not prepared to pay 100 million release clause. So it need to be some kind of deals. I think it's gonna happen though. The way I see it is because this board made Chelsea fans so angry. So they're gonna try to kind of amend it, kind of fix it the last minute just for feel-good factor and say, you know what, Gallagher is gone, Chalobah is gone, you know, let us just throw this guy here, boom, Osimhen, so people can feel good and can easily accept the process. So that's the way I see it. The only issue Chelsea could have with that deal is Arsenal. I saw somewhere Arsenal trying to get the deal done too. Like it's not like pushing or fighting, but they're gonna jump to the opportunity if conditions are good. PSG, you never know. They got money. The last minute they might decide, okay, Gonzalo Ramos got injured the last game. It was a bad injury. Kolomwani is not scoring goals. They might decide the last minute, you know what? Okay, drop the bag, get Osimhen. So if Chelsea really are serious about this thing, instead of waiting the last minute and get Osimhen with their own conditions, they should go now, okay? Get him. John Obi Mikel want him. Drogba want him. We have an agent working for us. Go get him. So that's it. Yeah, you see? Aziz, I don't know what Paramount Plus you are watching. But I tell you, yes, in Paramount Plus, I have it here, bro, in front of my other screen here. I can see it clearly. Stream UEFA Europa Conference League matches live on demand with Paramount Plus. And they give you at the end, they give you trial. They give you free trial here. So if you click on free trial, they're gonna give you 7 days. And then you can still watch the 2 legs for free. Okay, you watch the first leg at Stamford Bridge on free, and then Thursday you watch the second leg away in Switzerland on free, and please cancel it on Thursday. After the game, you cancel it because you're gonna forget and they're gonna get money from you. That's the way it is. It's always, it looks like they have some kind of juju. They put some juju for you to forget. I can't really tell you how many times I remind myself, listen, I even write down, okay, cancel this account or cancel something. And then somehow you always forget to cancel it. They always put some juju on it. So you have to be careful, you know. Maybe they went to that pastor in Nigeria to get some juju. You know, the pastor who said that Osimhen should not join Chelsea or something. But people say that he was like a fake pastor or something. So thank you so much, everybody, because I didn't really believe that I would have many people. And I didn't believe that I'm going to have many people watching. Or I'm going to be here for a long time. Some water. I have to drink some water. I'm back. I went to grab some water. It's going. It's stuck there. Okay. There we go again. Now I feel better. Okay. Let's go. So, we continue. Feel free to join us. This one is just a test stream. Like I said, I have so much going on here. Ice.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good evening.
Yes, sir. Are you okay?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You know, I'm very well. Just getting good. Got at work.
Okay.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Just been struggling for the last days
For real?
to connect myself to live. So this one
really?
is just like a test stream.
Okay.
To see if it
works.
This works. So yeah, I don't know when it's gonna go off. So
do you need me to do you need me to send you the Uncle super chat? I can send you the control number. Okay. No problem.
Yes,
don't
sir.
worry about it. No problem.
Yeah.
I can send you Uncle's. Yeah. How goes it, man? What's the latest in the news?
I don't know. You tell me. I didn't even prepare anything. I just wanna hear from people.
I didn't hear except for Felix. Sorry. Now I know how to pronounce his name.
Yeah.
It's Felix. Apart from Felix, I don't think there's anything hot in the press.
Yeah, I was kind of sad today. It was like a sad day for me.
Oh, very sad.
Watching like Gallagher
I know.
in another shirt and how people like welcomed him and respected him. I'm like, the same time, I'm kind of happy for the boy. I think right now he will show people what he's made of.
Exactly.
Because in Atletico, there are no lazy fat cat over there. There are people who work very hard for everybody. Everybody running, everybody closing down, everybody defending, everybody attacking together. But at Chelsea, when you have certain midfielders untouchable, they're always right. Even if they do one step over, oh my goodness, this is Maradona back. Well, Gallagher can do whatever he does is always bad. So he needs to cover because he's a proper Chelsea. He needs to cover those fat cats who are not running, not doing anything, and will take all the credit. So instead of focusing on what he does best, long shot, dribbling even, shooting from distance, scoring goals, he doesn't do it because he sees like it's not working. He needs to sacrifice his own football for the interest of the team. But the end of the day, it's his fault for everything. So now that he joined Atleti, people will see the real Gallagher, the real baller.
And so shall it be. And so shall it be.
Yeah, man.
Dan, the man.
Yo.
What's going on, bro?
Not much, man. Just enjoying college life, eating noodles in the nighttime and stuff. Yeah.
Wow, man. Yeah, that's part of life.
Yeah. And also getting ready for Chelsea's game tomorrow against Servette FC. Servette, is that how you say it? Servette?
Yeah, Servette FC, yeah.
Servette.
So, are you confident about the game, or you think that we're going to get smashed?
No, I'm confident. We're going to win. If we don't, then we're gonna ride at the bridge.
Riot at the bridge, yeah. I think Maresca is gonna try to win it because he hasn't won many games. I think he won only one game in preseason against Club America. The rest being like draws and losses. So I think he's gonna put the so-called his best team. Because right now we don't know what is the best team really. It's just like anybody
that's another reason.
you know. It's so he's gonna try for feel good factor. We lose, you will see a lot of angry people at Stamford Bridge. They wanna start singing Gallagher. They're gonna start singing.
Where's the game? Where's the game?
Huh?
Where is the game on tomorrow?
Stamford Bridge.
Okay.
Yes. So Stamford Bridge.
I don't think that.
Go on.
Well, they said they won't be streaming the game on TV though.
They won't stream it
on TV now. They said it's gonna be on the Chelsea app, but you have to pay like money to watch it though.
Well, in the US, I think Paramount Plus, which is a service from like CBS, and they're gonna show it. They're gonna show it there live. Yeah. If you have Paramount Plus online, you pay. I don't know how much is monthly, because I have like I pay for the entire year, so I don't know even how much I paid. So I have to watch the Champions League games, Europa League, and Conference Leagues. So. Yeah.
I don't think it's for the whole Conference League. It's just like the match against Servette. Or both legs. Well, they should show the Conference League.
That makes sense if they don't show it, because the first two games of a Conference League game will not pull a lot of viewers. So they'll probably wait till.
They are just like what is called like playoffs. It's playoffs.
Oh, exactly,
it's,
playoffs. Yes,
yeah, it's not like it hasn't really started like the group stages or something. This is just like because even the Champions League, it was some playoff games that Mourinho got lost and stuff like that, and it didn't, they didn't show it a lot. Yeah, I got you. That makes sense. It's like in this stage, people really don't care. Even me, I have hard time even to talk about Conference League, bro.
It's
like, I feel even depressed when I was making my preview video. I was even depressed. Like, what am I talking about? Chelsea Conference League? Come on, man. This is Chelsea we're talking about here. This is just like.
Have we played Conference League in the past 10, 20 years?
No.
This is the first time, eh?
Europa League always, but when we played Europa League, the two times that we played them, we won.
We always won.
Yeah.
So what if we played against Sevilla in the final?
Let's win tomorrow first. Let's win tomorrow first. We got a long way to go. Let's get the mission done tomorrow, and let's see. I saw some faces that I haven't seen. Sorry, go ahead.
I actually can't believe Chelsea have reached this point. Conference League.
That is our level, bro.
Imagine. Just imagine.
The level of Chelsea right now is like,
Conference League.
Conference League. There are certain teams that we will be playing like in Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, you know.
You sure there's none back home in Nigeria? Are you sure?
Yeah. We're gonna be playing in Nimba, Nigeria. Yeah.
Or Rangers International.
Rangers International.
Yeah, maybe.
Or Rivers United.
Or Shooting Stars.
My hometown.
Oh yeah, that's your team, Rivers. Yeah. 3SC, man.
No, that's where I stayed, but yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Rivers.
Oh wow. You really know your teams over there. So yeah.
So they're basically playing against teams that their names are the same as Wi-Fi password.
Very difficult to pronounce too. Yeah, I got your point.
We're playing the Wi-Fi passwords. The Wi-Fi passwords this season. I can't believe it, man. I cannot believe it, because But I can't believe it. Looking at what we're doing, this mess that we're making right now. You know, the other day I was having a discussion at work, and then this guy that there's a bunch of people that we normally talk about either hockey or basketball, and all of a sudden he says, "You're a Chelsea fan, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "How do you know about Chelsea?" And then he started talking about the Conor Gallagher situation, that it popped up in his ESPN feed, and he read it, and he started following the trend, and he started getting into the team. So when he was saying this to me, I'm like, so these people are probably these people are probably, on the other hand, with everything that is going on now, they are milking the public relations involved. There's going to be more people wanting to know more about Chelsea, because this is a guy who knows nothing about football that I was talking to, and he mentioned Chelsea. And imagine how many other eyes are going through this new trend of trying to find out what Chelsea is all about. So all I'm saying is, these guys I think there's a method to their madness.
So you think like there is no bad publicity in Hollywood?
Exactly. Good, what's the saying? Bad publicity is good publicity.
Yeah.
Okay. Exactly.
But this publicity is kind of like tarnish their names. Like,
but they get numbers.
They look like really.
These are data guys, right? Like I heard the way they found out that Conor Gallagher is not part of this man's profile is a data system.
So yeah, guys.
All right, man.
So I'll be right back real quick. You're like doing like a roommate agreement in my college, so
for real.
I'll just come back when we're done.
Make sure don't forget the late. Oh, sorry, finish school first, please.
Yeah, the ladies. You want to say the ladies?
Finish school, yeah. Finish school, then we'll get there.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
All right, brother.
Yeah. What they're doing right now, I think he has to mute. Okay, perfect. What they're doing right now is actually favoring them on the media side of things. So they basically are looking at this as a new club. They want to eradicate. I hate using this word, but they are working on eradicating the Roman image. So they're looking at this as ground zero. This is their project. This is their baby, and we need more eyes. We need more fans. So whatever channel that is available, media, think about tickets, stadium, licensing, you name it, but sponsorships. Because I bet you the media dollars, these people probably looked under the hood of the car and like, yo, there's gold in this media chest that we need to tap into, because it only makes sense. It's useless noise. The news is useless noise, but it's engaging. If you look at all of English media right now for sports, Conor Gallagher, Chelsea. Do you think they're doing the right thing? Do you think they're treating homeboys the right way? But everything is Chelsea. Even on social media, I'm hearing that there's so many hashtags Chelsea, so many hashtags out there. So these guys know what they're doing, man.
Chelsea are trending. Chelsea are feeding the world. Like, without Chelsea in a transfer window, without Chelsea drama, what really people will be doing? You know, many people will close their businesses. So, yeah, I can understand that, you know, these capitalist American billionaires, there is no bad publicity, but also Chelsea been that way for the last 20 years. Like, everybody want to hit us hard.
Yeah.
Everybody want to say something and make some fake stories and make stories about Chelsea because it's Chelsea. So now I think they have to focus on good publicity now, all right? You treat people the way you treat them or whatever it is. The last minute, bring Osimhen, qualify for the Champions League, win the Conference League, win a few more trophies domestically, and then in that way, you can get the young fans because you are winning. So not only in a bad way of I'm a big, you know, because bad bosses, people hate bad bosses. They want to beat the bad guys, you know, like Steve Austin called Stone with, you know, McMahon or whatever.
Yeah.
So you see how successful it was. It's just like bad guy. This bad boss, like they treat people like crap. So people want to beat the crap out of them. Now, okay, enough with this publicity in the wrong way, the way they are treating people, not good. Now time to focus on winning on the pitch, actually. And people will quickly forget about this if you are winning on the pitch. But if you continue this way, you start losing at Stamford Bridge, it's going to be a long season, and Maresca is going to be under a lot of pressure from the fans.
Yeah, but good publicity is easy to find in this business. The bad publicity is where the good stuff is. They say good fish it breeds in dirty water. If you want good fish, you have to go to the yeah, exactly. So again, I'm not saying they are being deliberate by publishing bad news, but for some reason, like I think you said this in one of your streams about how creators keep people engaged on social media. It's the bad stuff.
The bad stuff, yeah.
Yes, the bad
drama,
stuff.
Drama, evil, just everything evil, yeah.
Drama, I like that word, drama. So here's a perfect example of drama playing out. Conor Gallagher drama, treatment of Cobham Boys drama, Trevoh Chalobah. Oh, now there's Raheem Sterling drama.
Raz.
That's right.
I remember when you sold me Raz here.
Listen, I stand on my 10 toes and I'll sell Raz to anybody I see. He disappointed me, but he's the best thing we have in this team on the wings.
Like really?
I'm telling you.
How many crosses that's I don't remember any cross that brother put in the box.
They didn't let
he doesn't cross the ball. He doesn't know how.
There was no stability since this boy came to Chelsea. I'm not here to defend Raz, but there was no stability. Todd Bowley and co bought this boy and bought this man and threw him to the dogs. We kept chopping and changing every system, so this guy couldn't. Now, here is a system that he thrived in at Man City. This so-called bullshit, this so-called nonsense possession style football. He played that at City. Now for some weird reason he doesn't fit the system. For some weird reason.
But he didn't even start any game, any official game. He only played like in preseason. He scored a wonderful goal, I think against City or something.
Yeah.
In preseason, remember that volley in the box?
Even if you're not going to play him, either tell him, if you're not going to play him, tell him that this is it, or just let him be on the bench. That's what I got from that SOS that his people wrote. Communicate. It's just one word, communicate. Now, I hear people saying that they told him on Friday, blah, 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 black sheep. I don't think so. I really don't think so. What he did was wrong. But listen, it's blessing in disguise. It's a blessing in disguise. Now the truth will start coming out. I'm telling you, he basically shook a tree and the fruits are falling. It's not good. It's not professional. We get it. And like I said earlier, I said that earlier. Raz has an amazing management team. Amazing. Look at his journey since Liverpool. Or was it QPR? Look at his journey, man. So I'm not worried about
So
Raz.
you think putting out a statement a few minutes before the kickoff game was like a piece of genius? That's what you mean?
It was disruptive. It was unprofessional. It was terrible on Raheem's side and team. However, what they did was worth the risk. Is what I'm saying. It was worth the risk. I have a funny feeling Raz is going to end up at the Emirates.
At Arsenal. Yeah, it looks like it's. I saw even some links already, but he has to take a pay cut, and Chelsea have to negotiate a good price. I think Arteta might get the best out of him in a team like Arsenal, a team that's working together. That is like well-oiled machine already. They want to just go and win. So those key elements, those winners. He won with City. It could be the missing piece there. Goes there and win the title, and it's gonna be Raheem Sterling.
What position? What position do you think he would? What position do you think he would play?
I think he's not gonna be 100% starting 11. but Martinelli is injury prone. He plays from the same position as Reyes. Reyes also can play in the Saka position when Saka is limping and whatever. Reyes can help there. I think in a well-oiled machine, in a team that's already working very good, he can do his thing. Look at Harvard. Yeah. Harvard is proving people wrong at the moment. Jorginho, even if he doesn't play a lot of games, when he does, he just does the job. And this is where you didn't understand me. When I was saying that in a team like Chelsea, Jorginho is useless. But in a team like Arsenal, Manchester City, where everything is ticking together, everything understand everybody, he's going to be amazing. And you took it the wrong way, like I had some kind of agenda against Jorginho. No, it wasn't working for Chelsea because Chelsea were crap. Chelsea.
I think you got the wrong person. What I told you.
Yeah.
What I told you about Jorginho was that Jorginho is a world-class DM in no matter what team he plays. Chelsea
not at Chelsea back then, bro.
No, at Chelsea, it's just we couldn't. We were buying the hype of fans like you, and we paid the price. We're paying the price today. I'm not going to say why, but I'll read between the lines. We're paying the price today. I remember how you couldn't wait. You threw Jorginho to the dogs. You made sure that there was nothing left. Every day you trampled on Jorginho, and when Jorginho left, how are you doing? Why don't you tell us how you're doing, Oggs? We're listening. Please.
We have 250-something midfielders. Okay, Bella Donna on YouTube said that Villa are interested in Raheem Sterling, apparently. Probably good fit for Unai Emery. Yeah, good shout. Good call.
Absolutely.
He's going to play the Champions League.
The thing is,
he's gonna cook. Yeah. I think that is a good shout. Yeah.
Bella, I'm not sure if you live in the UK. I'm not sure what the distance is, Villa and London. I'm not sure if that's going to be a hindrance.
In Birmingham.
There you go, in Birmingham. Yeah. I'm not sure if that would be a hindrance for.
I mean, he wanna stay in England. He wanna go London. Back. He wanna stay in England in general. Yeah. But I
don't think he wants to move from London anymore. He's home now. That's why he left City. This was a coming home for him. He's back home now in London.
But if that means he's gonna accept
Arsenal,
go to Kipia or go to
Arsenal. Arsenal is exactly what he's just a drive away. That's what I'm saying. I will not be surprised that.
But Arsenal need him first. Like if Arsenal need him, he's going to Arsenal.
Not only that. Mikel Arteta there's already a relationship. Mikel Arteta bought Jorginho when he was at this level too, and Raz and Mikel are cronies from City. So if they decide to do business, it's a call to Arteta. It's a call to Arteta, and like you rightfully said, Oggs, Martinelli is suspect. I think there was a comment you missed by Mbokwei. I think I read the comment before Bella.
So Bella said that about 100 miles.
No, Charles Mbokwei. I think it's
Charles, yeah.
Mbokwei, yeah. He had his comment on, but I think you didn't read that.
What he said? Which one? I think it should be
like second to the last. I think
1 hour 30 minutes by train, London to Bellingham. Okay, so
is that right? Okay.
Charles said that. Charles, the comment, there's something that he said before. I didn't want to comment it because he's talking about. That was not him.
No, he said something about keeping Raheem Sterling on the bench at 350k.
Oh yeah, I see it. So he said, according to Maresca, he was told again, there is no way you will have Sterling on the bench collecting 350k a week.
This is the comment I wanted to.
Yeah. Go on.
So you said according to Maresca, he was okay. So you're saying Maresca told him that he's not part of the plans?
His time was going to be reduced. So
when did he tell Raheem?
I think recently, probably on Friday, that's what he said on Friday.
I doubt it was on Friday, man. It must have been game day.
He said it on the press conference, so I'm gonna believe on what he said because he said it publicly.
So that means that they had no balls. They let Raheem Sterling train with the team, like tomorrow, like tomorrow is the finals, which is Friday. Friday is normally one of the biggest. Like that's when you come and get together, get pre-game talk, everything, a day before the game, and then afterwards you call him into the office. Imagine that. Imagine that. Or even if it's a discussion before training, the guy jumps out of his car, is walking to the training room, and you say, "Hey, Raz, you got 5?" So that the letter is whatever he wrote is unprofessional. I wouldn't advise my client to do as such, but there's so much that he can benefit from that letter. I'm telling you.
Well, also, I don't think Maresca is the problem here. I think the decision came from above.
Exactly.
I think they check on, paycheck they are paying him every single week. Yeah. And he's not let's be honest. The treatment is bad. Exactly. The whole thing here, you don't treat another human being that way. Period.
It's not even human being sake. If you say human being, then it makes you're drawing it away from business. Even looking at it from a business point of view.
Because they're gonna devaluate his value, like when you take the number 7 shirt away from him, and your manager comes publicly and say he's not gonna play anymore. I told him, like today he was so aggressive, so rude, so direct. People say, oh, he been honest. I just been honest, but he was so direct. When you say those kind of stuff, imagine who is in the right mind to pay 20 million for Ben Chilwell, or even 20 million or 10 million for us, because they know you have to get rid of this guy. We have to wait until the last minute. We're going to lowball you. We're going to propose you some kind of dodgy loan with obligation to buy and stuff. That is how business is done.
I know, I get it, but the difference is these guys have $1 million agents. It's not like when Ben Chilwell was injured that his agents weren't exploring other options to create a buffer. That's why I'm hearing through the grapevine that Ben Chilwell might end up at United. Don't think that this is taking them by surprise. Ben Chilwell and his team are not stupid, and most of these players and their agencies are not stupid. Their agencies want to eat, so they're always going to engage the market. That's even a natural instinct for most of their agencies. These are salesmen and women. They're salesmen and women. So anybody who is thinking that Ben Chilwell has been struck between the eyes, that he's surprised, no. He knows. That's why you have an agency that will monitor your performance. They'll probably they'll have forecast on your value. And then they start engaging teams early. So that when times like this come, when times like this arrive, Ben Chilwell will have offers that he can run onto. And look what's going on now. He might end up at Man U.
The point I'm trying to make, probably you didn't get my point.
Yeah.
My point is, from a business perspective, from the Chelsea side,
yes,
you're going to lose money somehow, even though you're going to benefit a little bit by not paying them salary. But if you treated the situation more professionally, not publicly like this and taking the shirt and making other people think you don't need them, they have to go. If you played a little bit of diplomacy, like, oh, they are our players, we value them, and then behind closed doors, you are trying to get them out in order to get some money. But if you gonna come publicly and basically insult your players and call them flop and you don't need them, and then you're gonna get less money or no money at all, because people will come and lowball you. You don't have any choice. You wanna get rid of this guy. You wanna get rid of big salaries. So why are we going to give you money here? This is kind of quote-unquote your junks. Why am I going to pay too much for your junks?
Then you didn't understand what I said. You see that junk mentality of considering the player junk. Like what you said, you're not. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, you see that junk you're talking about? These players have agents that will shield them from that. What do you call it? Stain on their potential imagery, on their image. That stain you're talking about. Oh, this guy has to go now. Nobody wants him. Of course, we'll buy him at cut price. These guys have agents to protect him from that. This guy, all he's doing is staying home, chilling with his family, and they'll probably call him and say, "Hey, Chelsea doesn't want you anymore, but we got some things on the go. Stay tuned." Simple.
And we're talking the same language here. I'm talking from Chelsea perspective here. Like Chelsea now, in terms of getting something. Raheem Sterling is a rich guy. He can stay home and get his 350K a week You're not going to do him anything. The guy is a wealthy guy. There's nothing you can do about it. So agent or no agent, he's good.
So
I'm talking about from Chelsea, where you have to devaluate your players, taking number 14 away from Chalobah, 7 from Raheem Sterling, treating them like crap. So because Chelsea at some point they will try to negotiate if Arsenal comes. Okay,
explain to me how you devaluate. What is the devaluation?
The devaluation is in the point where you make them look like then they have no value. They still have a lot of values and a lot of money. Forget about that sense. But you are selling something. It's just like on Black Friday or something. It's just like
the image is not good on Chelsea, not for the player.
Yes, the image and the business is not good for Chelsea because it's just like you're selling your let's say yard sale. In America, you in Florida, right? Every Saturday there is a yard sale somewhere. So the thing that you don't need, you can sell like 500 shoes for $10 because you want everything gone, especially the last minute when nobody shows up. You put a price of $100, nobody pays, and the last guy at the last minute, hey, can you have $10? Oh man, give me $10. I'm gonna have a beer, and you got a very, very valuable item. What I'm saying is, from Chelsea perspective, they're gonna save money in terms of salary, but in terms of getting the transfer fee they deserve based on the quality of the player, they're not gonna get it because you don't need them anymore, and nobody is rushing to pay you a lot of money. They can say, okay, we're not gonna get him anymore, and you panic. You like, oh man, let him even go on free, and we're gonna save on salary and stuff. So from that perspective, but it is what it is.
No, I hear you, but what you'll forget, like I don't know what stores you go to shop for electronics, or I don't know if you buy online. Some of these multinational big chains, when you go there to buy, let's say, a plasma TV, you go for the first time, you see it goes for like, let's say a 70 inch. You get that for, let's say, 10K, 10 grand. Really good one. And then you walk into the same store 8 months, 9 months later. You buy the same TV for, they say, Christmas sale. You get it for like 2,000. Do you think there's devaluation in that?
I'm confused.
Of course. So again, these big shops don't care about that devaluation you're talking about. It's part of it's part of the operation, man. They take losses. These guys are guys and girls are trained to take losses. This is the life of a billionaire, bro. So when it's like you have to be able to, once in a while you got to be able to take a loss if you want to run $1 billion chain. So whatever for me and you, it looks like they're devaluing their players, but for them, they write it off as a loss. Write it off as a loss, man. And the image is not good. I know the image is not good for anybody. It's not good for the players. It's not good for the fans. It's not good for the enterprise, Chelsea itself. But again, man, these guys are being absolutely ruthless.
Yeah, and I know King Aziz is kind of a ruthless guy because he's a kind of no-nonsense. It's like black or white. This guy, if he's a president, he's gonna send so many people to jail. Like, Aziz, he's like, no. You know, those useless, get him out. Aziz, what's going on, bro?
Hey, it's what it is, man. I've got to a stage now. It's like a film trick. Everything happening in Chelsea is like a film trick. But what I can say is about players like Sterling.
Yes.
Man, because now we need to cut the wage structure at Chelsea. Tell me, what is he doing to deserve 300k?
Nothing really.
Yeah. Okay, let's now go back to the injury-prone players. How can someone like, I don't have any issues with Ben Chilwell. I love that dude. I love him. He plays his heart for Chelsea. But we've gotten to a stage whereby we can't be relying on you no more, because how can you play first? You've been in Chelsea for 4 seasons. You've only played 140 games in total. Which is bad. And that is my fear for Rich James too, that very soon, Rich James too, they will kick him out of the distance, because you are not adding to the team. Half of the season, we are missing you.
Okay.
You see where I'm coming from? Ben Chilwell didn't play up to 15 games last season or 10 games last season when he was injured.
And you know what? Good point. My problem is how you treat a human being, no matter what, no matter how bad you think they are.
That's why I said the way they were being treated is being unfair. But don't let us feel like Abramovich was a saint. You remember what he did to Malouda? They froze him out of the team.
Yeah, he went to play with the academy like for the entire season. But
remember
Abramovich, we didn't care because we were winning.
We were winning.
Remember what they did to Anelka too. So don't let us think like
Anelka wasn't a saint either.
Don't let us think what's it called? It's all clubs that does this.
The problem now is like Chelsea keep on buying probably the players who are not in the same level that we just had. Like this Joao Felix situation came out of the blue, opportunity, and boom, you buy the player with the same profile that what you have. So we are all over the place. If we were like a team more organized.
Let's be frank, between me and you. We are going back. We are going on the formation the coach is using. Okay, he wants to play 4-2-3-1. Me and you know our uncle in Argentina can't play the number 10 role.
Yeah, he was really
No,
bad.
No. Me and you know, and I'm still waiting for my bet with you. You've not come out to the bet I have with you. Our uncle in Argentina, our big bros, our capitano.
Yeah.
And you've not come out to show me one good thing he did in that weekend. Me and you know, number 10 position wasn't his is not his best position. I can't remember who said this 2 days ago. He said a deep line playmaker would be the best position for Enzo, whereby he can be getting the ball from the back and start spraying passes.
The problem is every time we tried him from the deep maker position, but we were like people are confused. Like you play them over there without any protection, he got destroyed and he had a very bad game. And then you put him up there. Like I still remember in the same shows here, we were frustrated after defeat and like, no, don't play Enzo in that position. Play him a little bit up front where he can make impact in the final third. So it's always with Enzo now.
Mr.
need to prove people what.
Let me say something. Even anytime I watch football, I watch some players what they are good at. I was saying this last season. The only way you can get the best out of Enzo, which Pochettino didn't do, was play him and Moses Caicedo together, not far from each other. Meaning Moses Caicedo will be the one protecting him. You see where I'm coming from? It's just like every time. Let's go back to Fabregas. Fabregas was not the most skillful player. He wasn't the most strongest player at Chelsea's midfield. But what the coaches do? They play somebody that they play Kante beside him. Mourinho played Mikel or Matic beside Fabregas to protect him. That's what you can do with someone like Enzo. Either play Lavia to protect him, or you play Moses Caicedo to protect him. And then you get your Joao Felix, your Nkuku to play the number 10 position. Or Cole Palmer. It depends on the formation you're trying to use. You see where I'm coming from? Don't just try something that is not working. If it's not broken,
like I said, I agree with you 100% what you said, because you need a Matic, you need a Kante, you need some protection. My point was, like, when we put him over there, and it was a big gap between him and whoever was in that midfield. People complained because he was destroyed. So I'm agreeing with you here. I'm not contradicting you.
Yeah, because
and people back then said he needs to play more advanced position where he can affect more in the final third. So, like I said, we can watch football, the same game. We have different opinions. You have a different way that you saw football. So you're not gonna agree with everybody 100%. That's what I meant. But I'm not contradicting you or anything. You know what I mean?
True. Reason why it didn't work under Pochettino, because we're playing what's it called, like a Genge pressing style of game. Like, we're not really playing a possession style of football under Pochettino. So what's this guy's name that went to Atletico Madrid? Gallagher is always running. Moses Caicedo is always running. So it's always going to be Enzo left alone. And he was not even getting protection from the defense. So that's why I said the best way you can get, go back to Argentina, watch the way they play in the midfield. All of them are compact together. This guy from Liverpool, the midfielder from Liverpool. What's that, the Argentine midfielder from Liverpool? McAllister. The one from Atletico Madrid, the midfielder from Atletico Madrid. Rodrigo De Paul, and our uncle Enzo. Enzo. But all of them are playing together. They are being.
Or does Enzo start for Argentina?
No, he starts. Let's go back. Since after the first game in the World Cup, he has been starting. Let's be frank. Even in these tournaments, he started all their games because they all play together.
No, not all their games. I watched
most of their games. He didn't start their third game because they qualified.
Yeah, from the qualifying series. Yeah, I think they were trying to save him.
Yeah, but you know what I'm trying to say, because all of them, they are not disjointed. You stay here. They are all compact. We let Messi and the rest do the rest, but that midfield should stay compact. That's why you see it's rare for you to score Argentina, because everybody are close to go together. If our coach could do something similar like that, which I pray he should do, you see the best of our own. You see the best of Enzo. Let's go back to where he came from. What's the name of this club he came from? In Portugal. Benfica. Go watch where he was playing. He was playing as a deep line playmaker. Because they were playing a 4-2-3-1. He was playing as a deep line playmaker, and he was playing well.
But what they were doing at Benfica was a total different proposition to what we're doing now. And the deep line playmaker he was playing wasn't really. I don't think he was shielding the defense. They just let him create from deep. He wasn't shielding the defense.
Yeah, because he had somebody beside him. That's why I said he has somebody beside him protecting him. There are some players that are luxury players. You don't see the best out of them until you have somebody that can protect them.
All right, so let me read some comment from YouTube so everybody can feel involved in the conversation. Mr. Tayo, let me see. I'm not trying to ignore your question. I just try to avoid like talking about racism situation. I'm in a white family, by the way. Maybe one day I will show you my family here. I try to avoid all kind of this kind of discussion, right? This kind of discussion that can divide people. I see you every time you try to bring some kind of like conspiracy theory about how the black players are treated and how Enzo Fernandez, this and that. You try to bring that. I try to avoid that because I don't think Enzo is racist. I think he's ignorant and stupid for the songs. But the action was racist. He didn't know. It's just like this is how he grew up knowing. So I'm not trying to ignore some of your question here, but I try really very hard not to divide people, religions, genders, where you coming from, Cobham, Soweto. I try really not to get there. But if you want to ask a question to Ice and also Aziz, when it comes to Enzo, what do you want to know about them? And we're going to discuss. You bring your topic, we're going to discuss. But I'm just telling you the truth because I am in the middle here. I have like chocolate babies here, right? So I don't want to I don't divide people. Certain things that we do or we say in this house, if somebody was like recording it, they would think it was racist, but it's not. Like, we're having fun. We're making fun. You are too white. You are so bright. Oh, why are you so dark like this? Those kind of stuff. If somebody was recording, it would say, oh man, this is racial abuses. So I try really to stay away from that, my brother. I hope you understand that, right? I'm in a very, 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 very bad situation to talk about racism. What else? Selling Gallagher is a crime? Well, probably not, because Gallagher is going to be is going to enjoy life in Madrid, sunny, good city. People will respect him.
That's not what the comment. That's not what the comment means. That selling Gallagher is a crime. Just the fact that you break the way they broke the team, the way they just they decided to just because Gallagher was basically the soul of the team last year.
Yeah.
So the way they broke that rhythm,
yeah,
is the crime. Obviously, Madrid is a beautiful place.
Yeah.
Gallagher is going to have fun, but the way these guys,
the way they treated him,
yeah,
getting him away from the first team, banning him from training from the first team facility, that was criminal. That is for sure criminal. We are family. Yeah, we are all family, and I just hope that you understand my reservation when it comes to pointing fingers on people.
Teo.
I live in the south of, I've seen every kind of racism that you can believe. Like when I live, is like in the middle of the forest, and what people live in that kind of environment. So I know what racism is, and I try to avoid to talk about it.
But you know what's so funny is that with Raheem Sterling going, I don't feel no connection with. I don't know. I don't know how you guys feel. Do you guys feel any connection? Like, oh, we're losing a big player or somebody from Chelsea. Do you guys feel any connection with him?
Connection with who?
Me, I would drive him to the airport myself. However, it's about what we just said here, treating another human being in that manner of where, we know he started all this war, right? And I think it's just speedy. It just speed things up on, okay, now you are not part anymore because you said this in the media and blah, blah, blah. He started this, but you taking the number 7 shirt away from him, coming in the media and talking basically that I don't need you. I don't really want you, and I don't care how much you cost. I don't care how many years you have in your contract. I make decisions here. That's what he said clearly in the press conference. So I didn't appreciate that, but let's be honest. Sterling hasn't produced anything at Chelsea. He's been very lazy. He's been overweight. He's been horrible. He's been awful at Chelsea. So I'm not going to miss him in terms of football. But in terms of human being, how to treat human being, I am not going to agree with Chelsea what they did.
Yeah, you're right. Everybody is right. Everybody is right. You're right. The club, the way they treated him was wrong. But this is a business. It's either you perform or you don't perform, you leave.
That argument doesn't hold water because Gallagher performed.
No, I said exceptional from Gallagher. I didn't like the way Gallagher was treated.
What about Chalobah?
That's why I said.
What about Chalobah?
That's why I'm saying that those two players, I still have connection with them, unlike Sterling. I don't have no connection with Sterling. Regardless, let me even be frank with you. Regardless the way Mason Mount is, if they say Mason Mount is coming back to Chelsea, I'll gladly collect him back. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Correct. Ox, are you hearing this? It's fantastic news.
No, I was only just angry the way he left, the way the situation left. But
only a few of us left in this world that care for Mason Mount.
No, I just didn't just like the way everything ended with, like, all of them, they just gave up. They didn't care about that season. And the way he left, I was salty. But if he comes back to Chelsea, I'll gladly collect him back.
No, but they did the same thing they did to Gallagher to Mason. They offered him
that contract. No. Mason wanted the same contract the way what's this guy?
Exactly.
The same contract with our captain.
Rhys James.
Yeah,
exactly.
But Mason made a mistake, was that when they offered him that contract with the same amount, he didn't sign it.
Yeah,
he declined it.
Yeah.
If I was Mason, I would have signed it, then negotiate my contract back. Because under this new policy of these people, if you perform well, they increase your money.
No, he rolled what he did was amazing. He rolled the dice. He took a risk because that time he was cooking. He was the hottest kid. He was basically the best young midfielder in Europe. So he probably put all his eggs in one basket, saying that, you know what, I'm not going to sign this contract because I know I'm going to get this next year. And he came back and backfired on him. You're right.
Yeah. Which I would have. That's why. Okay, just like record labels.
Yeah.
Like people say, oh, they signed a bad contract.
Yeah.
Everybody signs a bad contract. But if you create a good album, you can go back to the drawing table and negotiate your contract. Absolutely. Either negotiate with me or I buy out my contract and I bet on myself.
But don't you think Mason Mount earned the right to ask for what he thinks he can?
Okay. If that was under Marina and Abramovich, I would have said yes. But this is a new people. They don't know who Mason Mount is.
That's why this is the reason why I'm thinking that some of these things these guys are doing is smart. They are getting rid of everybody that is connected to Roman.
That's what they do. They want to spoil Roman's legacy.
Empire.
And that was why I wasn't really happy about that. You don't destroy an empire, you build on it. Yeah. That was what I was not really happy about. But like I said, if this stuff they're trying to do, I see what they're trying to do, but it's either you win or you lose.
That's football. That's especially EPL. It's how many 3 points you can win, you can take to May. Thank you.
Okay, so let me remind people what is happening on this market. We're still busy. Pedro Neto, we bought him from Wolves for 50 million. Joao Felix from Atletico for 44 million. Omari Kellyman from Aston Villa for 19 million. Mark Guiu from Barcelona for 5 million. Kiernan Dewsbury Hall from Leicester City for 30 million. Tosin for free from Fulham. Renato Vega from Basel for 12 million. Caleb Wiley from Atlanta United for 8.5 million. Philip Jorgensen from Villarreal for 20 million. Aaron Anselmino from Boca Juniors for 15.8 million. Estevao William Messino from Palmeiras for undisclosed fee, but people say about 40 million, 50 million. You believe on whatever you want to believe in, and a lot of add-ons. And outgoing so far. We have Conor Gallagher, Atletico Madrid for 34 million. Lois Hall, the release clause, not release clause, what do you call buy option was activated for 28 million this current summer window. Jan Madsen to Aston Villa for 37.5 million. Hakim Ziyech went on free to Galatasaray. Thiago Silva left on free. Leslie Ogochukwu went on loan to Southampton. Michael Golding to Leicester City in operation that facilitated the coming of KDH. So we technically sold him for 5 million. Omari Hutchinson to Ipswich Town. I don't know why I always say Ipswich City. It's Town. 23 million. And Arsenal are going to get like 10% on that. So it's not exactly what Chelsea are going to get. Malang Sarr, we terminated his contract, so he left and went to Lens. Andrew Santos is on loan at Strasbourg. So pending departure, Raheem Sterling, Romelu Lukaku, Trevoh Chalobah, Armando Broja is going to sign for Ipswich. Ben Chilwell, we don't know if it's going to be Manchester United or whatever team. Carney Chukwuemeka still, if Chelsea got a good offer, they're going to let him go. And Georgi Petrovic, still looking for a club. Kepa Abragadabra, still waiting for Real Madrid to get him back over there. So Chelsea still very busy on the market.
But in total, yeah, we've made almost like, sorry to cut you off, but in total, yeah, in our sales, we've made almost 100 and something million.
Yeah, I heard that they want to break even. Like this transfer window is get rid of everybody and, keep just few players and then kind of break even. Like, balance everything up like zero. Bring it to zero. So
we've made almost 120 million and these are players, and most of the players were selling our own base players, so we are actually making money out of it, profits. You get what I'm saying? Like these are players that either maybe the club trained or own base player that have been in England for a while. You make profit out of them too. And don't forget, we sold this guy to Newcastle. I mean, was it Newcastle? Aston Villa. This is our left back for 30 million too.
Jan Madsen?
Yeah, Madsen.
Yeah, I talked about him. Yeah.
You didn't mention his name.
Oh yeah?
It was Luis Hall you mentioned.
Oh yeah, so I forgot that
so we made almost like 140 or 130 million right now.
Yeah, so we're making money. The problem is you have now to bring quality, and my fear is that we bring in quality, but the quality in the same position, and in the same position is not going to help us. And listen, I know what the narrative is about. Oh, he can do this. Oh, he can also do this. He can also do this. I'm sick and tired of that. I want to see specialists first, and then if we are struggling with injuries, yes, he can do this, he can do that, can apply. Now it's like everybody's trying to find some kind of positivity to certain players that have big names. And, oh, yeah, you see, Joao Felix, he can also play as a winger. How many balls he's going to cross to Osimhen in the box? Yes, he can do it, but it doesn't mean that he would do it. Look at even Nkunku. We all made theories here that he's versatile, can play number 9, he can play winger, can play blah, blah, blah. We put them there. We put him there. He struggled. And Reece James, everybody say he played in the midfield, blah, 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 blah. We tried him there. He flopped. So he's going to improve over time because he's a good player. You can do things that people didn't expect from you, but I don't want to make it a habit, I'm talking French here, of you using people out of position in the name of, oh, he can also do this, or you buying players, oh, he can do this. Let Pedro Neto do what he does best from the position that he feels more comfortable. Let them cook from those positions, and buying players in the same position in the name of, oh, he can also, while the majority of their games they played in a different position, it's going to take time for them to adapt. So
I don't think so. I don't think so, because Ancelotti rightfully said in his interview to Mikel Obi, all his players, it depends on the assignment. He might need you to exhibit a different role. So this whole thing about playing your specialist position, I think is I understand you're trying to start something from scratch. We start somewhere. I understand. Get the specialists in their role and let's start somewhere. But it's very limiting for a big club.
This coming from a guy who sold me Raheem Sterling as he gonna cook himself. He goes to search for his own food.
I'm just trying to tell you this. Hold on. This thing about specialists is what we don't need. We need players that are multifaceted. That's why you're either a player or you're not. Because if you're a player, you can play. They buy you for the roles they see in you.
My brother, yes. all those versatile players, they also are specialists in one area.
That's what I'm saying.
They are specialists in one thing, and then they can also do that. Is their secondary role. So
yes.
It's just like I don't know what they call them, supplement teacher or something. Like you have somebody who can do the job, supply teacher, and then you, just in case of need. But you just not gonna force somebody out there just because.
You're not understanding what I'm saying fundamentally. What I'm saying fundamentally is, obviously, every player has their niche, their specialty. But to succeed, it's like in my line of business. If you can speak, you make more money not because of your ability. Is how many languages you can speak. Is what I'm saying. So, for football players, you have your specialties, but you're rated based on your versatility. And for me, that's the definition of a baller. Like for example, I always like to use Frank Kessié. When Frank Kessié was playing that midfield role, it doesn't matter what role you give him, Frank Kessié will play.
But he struggled at Barcelona because they don't play that kind of football.
That's what hold on. I'm just giving you an example of a baller. When Frank Kessié play, you will see a baller. It's not this specialty thing is what's killing Chelsea. All our specialists at Chelsea, except for Jorginho, because Jorginho is a big mind. He's a big mind. All our specialists are gone. They're all gone. So all I'm saying to you,
so we expect to be perfect now because the specialists are gone, man.
No, it's a learning. Hold on, don't jump into conclusion, because it says to me you're not listening. If you jump into conclusion, you're not listening. And what I'm trying to say to you, no, we are in. Listen, anything we're doing now is experimentation stage. That's what we've been sold. This is a project in the making. So however way you want to look at it, whether a player has one unique style or is versatile players will survive in this team.
All right. So going back a little bit on what you said about they tried to eradicate, they tried to wipe out everything Abramovich. This guy here, Mr. Glenn Johnston, said.
Yeah. What did he say?
He said here, I'm just reading, quoting here, clear lake, you are now got rid of everything that was Chelsea.
Exactly.
You've now got your manager, your members of the board, your team, using our academy as profit.
Exactly.
Tearing heart out of the club. Chelsea is no longer recognized as it was. It's all yours now. So you can't blame anybody. So I think it was a very, very interesting post. And it was, yeah.
Exactly.
But hey, Mr. Oates, before all this, sorry to cut you off, before all this happened, 2 years ago, I told you about this. I remember your quote. They are billionaires, they know You know, what's that famous quote you always used to say?
They are not stupid. You don't become a billionaire by being stupid. Yeah.
Yeah.
He has a lot of quotes. Which one?
Yeah, the one you just used. Because I've always been saying it. You know something about me, that I'm a realistic person. I look into the big picture. I saw what they were doing, from the medical team, from the kitchen men, from everything. They were tearing it out. Anything Abramovich, they were tearing it out. And do we have Abramovich statue in Stamford Bridge?
No, it's not gonna have one ever.
You want to tear that one out?
They will soon tear. I know we have some Abramovich and this thing in our banner. This thing. They will just watch. They will tear everything. I'm telling you. Like I said, now this Chelsea is not the same Chelsea I know. I just always go back to watch what Chelsea was, because they are giving me a vibe of Leeds.
Leeds United.
Wow.
That is a big call.
Which
Leeds of 2000, when they have John Carew, they have Milner.
With Viduka.
I'm talking of Leeds of 2000. They are giving me that vibe. Look at what happened to Leeds when they went to relegation. Nobody knew anything about them until they came back, and they still went back to relegation.
That team is 10 times better than the team we have now.
Football is different now than in the 2000. Like the money that Chelsea got right now, it's almost criminal for them to make a Chelsea a lead of 2000. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I think it's gonna get worse before it gets better.
They're not making money yet, man. Watch how you say that. Oh, allegedly. Everything you should be saying is allegedly. I don't think they're supposed to be making money now, are they?
No. What did I say? What did I say?
Wait. If they start selling all these players, they already with me and you've already count almost 150 million. And
somebody said they're stockpiling for a potential transfer.
Yeah. Because they've almost made 150 million just by all these academy players and the ones coming from Chelsea they've sold. They were going to put that as a profit this thing.
Okay. So what the point?
And you know all the players that you're saying we buy 60 million. We didn't buy them 60. We are paying maybe like 5-10 million. That's one thing I can agree with this board, is that's why they are giving all these players 7 years, 8 years contracts. So they're
not buying the right profiles is the problem. The numbers, we don't care about the numbers because that's their job. You're right. Their numbers are very attractive numbers for early acquisition. However, the profiles is what's killing the fans.
Yeah. But you know what I'm always asking somebody, do you think these people are even doing money laundry with the way they are? That's the way I'm seeing this.
Be careful. Don't
no.
But sorry.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. That's better.
Do you think these people are doing some shady business? Because
for what? Because they are not.
I don't know.
They are not.
Because you hear that they bought a player for 60 million.
No, what they're doing is like you said, is very easy to read between the lines. They're basically trying to build, like I think I was saying this to Oggs, they're trying to build a project from ground zero. And everything, like I said to Oggs in a couple of streams ago, these guys are trying to get rid of fans like me. So it makes sense that they're trying to get rid of Abramovich. I said this to Oggs, right?
Yeah.
I said it to you a couple of streams ago. I said these guys' goal is to get rid of fans like me that are anxious, so that they have fans that will buy into their project.
Okay. So that goes the same way as this Glenn here said, that now they get rid of everything Abramovich. They just took the soul of Chelsea away. Now it's all on you. And the next stage is to get rid of people like Ice. And
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Imagine selling one of your homes. And while you sell it, the family picture that hangs on the wall in the living room, you sell that too.
That's criminal. That's criminal. And the big thing is like the way they are treating Chalobah. Listen, I don't have any issue with Badiashile, right? Badiashile is coming literally from from the same city. Like I grew up in La Région Parisienne, like literally. So if I have like to defend him, if I apply the online tribalism here, I'm supposed to be protecting this guy. But how the hell this guy got a long contract for 8 years and Chalobah been pushed out? Anybody? Is that make sense to anybody really? Chalobah, what that guy did wrong really to deserve the treatment that he's getting?
Because Badiashile, sorry to cut you off. Badiashile is what you call an asset. He's their own. It's actually he's one of the original assets, and now they are going to service this asset to work.
He's not an asset anymore. Who's gonna play? Who's gonna pay 20 million?
I know, but remember, these are some of the first acquisitions that Todd Boehly made.
Raheem Sterling was the first one. He's out of the door.
You're not listening now. These are some of. Calm down, Oggs. I'm not sure why you're excited today. What's going on? Is it Chelsea?
I was sad the entire day for Gallagher. I'm not even. You just confuse me. Like
exactly.
No, I'm not. I'm just angry, sad. The mood is not good today. Yeah, go on.
I know it was a tough.
No, excited.
It was a tough day. What were we talking about again? I totally forgot.
Badiashile. He's an asset.
He's Todd Boehly's asset. So it makes sense to work with him, service the asset before you find time to sell. When the right time comes, trust me, if they have to sell, they'll sell. Maybe the time is not because this kid just came off how many injury sessions? I think 2, right? He got injured.
Badiashile? Yeah. He had a surgery. He was out like for 8 months.
Exactly. So they need time to look at him before they make that decision. It totally makes sense.
So now you accuse me of brown envelope and protecting Boehly. But now you are protecting them by giving excuse. Every time I say something about somebody, you accuse me of, oh no, brown envelope. Stop your excuses. Stop your excuses.
If you don't have a
you see, he want to go to another topic now because I nailed it in the head. That is a nail and a hammer.
But doesn't that make sense? Let me ask you.
Yeah, go on.
No, doesn't that make sense, Oggs?
What makes sense?
Badiashile is an asset that they need to service the asset before they decide if they're going to sell, when they are going to sell, or if they are going to keep. So this guy is more of with what they are doing. This bullshit that they are doing. Chalobah is obviously there's a reason why Chalobah's got to go. Same reason why Gallagher left.
Okay, let's say hi to Mark who just joined us.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, Mark, how far, man?
What's up? Ice.
Again, my brother, I'm good, man. How you doing?
Good. Yeah, so if we talk about these guys, honestly, they are behaving like mafias or some how should I even describe them? Some cartel bosses who normally do a lot of things with a whole lot of strategy. And as we all know, in June 2003, there was a guy called Roman Abramovich. He doesn't talk a lot. When you talk about money, this guy got a lot of money. And he knows how to, do stuff to bring a lot of, laurels for himself and everybody. He was never a greedy person. The moment this man took over.
So let me say goodbye to Bella Donna, who is leaving. She's going to. I'm off for a walk now. I'll see you later. Oh, thank you, Donna. What country and city you are in? Don't give us your address though. I'm just curious to know what part of the world are you from, and also are you a woman or a man? Because some people use their girlfriend or their wife's account. And I want to make sure that I don't call you Mrs. or Mr. when you know what I mean. Yeah, so many people use their share family account. So yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. Be safe. Drive safely, and make that dollar. We need that dollar.
Come back again.
Come back again. We're going to be back here tomorrow, 2 hours before the game. Conference League, the best competition in the entire world. We go Champions League what? Who? We playing the best competition in the world from tomorrow today in your country, tomorrow here. And yeah, Conference League. Thank you. Bella Donna. All right, let's go, Mr. Mark.
Yeah, so when Abramovich took over, if somebody has been here, like sometimes I pity some of these young folks who think that they've been around and they know more about Chelsea and they'll be showing a whole lot of things. Some of these guys, they were like still drinking like milk when Abramovich even took over.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like they don't know anything about this football club, but sometimes the way they talk, the way they carry themselves is so disgusting. And by doing so, you don't seem to have any sense of urgency to let these guys know that we the fans, we own this football club. No matter how they come in with their money and everything, a time will come, obviously some of them will be going. And even if they are real Chelsea fans, nobody know about these guys. So to just go on with my submission, when Abramovich came in, he did similar thing, but what he did was to bring in more experience and more quality to the squad. All those people.
Let me guess. You watch Mikel's interview, eh?
Yeah. I haven't watched it yet.
Okay.
All those guys who came in, they were an upgrade of the existing players who were there. Some of the players who were also there, and they wanted them to stay. At least they stay for at least 2 more seasons. And those were the likes of Andrea Mutu, Crespo. Like you could see there were some quality players. And I think we took Veron from Manchester United. And a year after, they revamped the squad, bringing in more quality players. And by then, you could see that money is talking. There is a guy who has a lot of vision. Within 2 seasons, we were in the Champions League, I think semi-finals or so, if I'm not mistaken. We're able to also win the league. We brought in the likes of Ian Robin. We brought in Joko. Lampard was already here. JT was here. Mike Lassian joined 2005. Mikel came in 2005 or 6. I've forgotten. Drogba came in 2004. If I'm also not mistaken. We have Peter Cech. We have Champions League winning team. At least they came with their manager, Jose Mourinho. There was this guy, Ferreira. We had this other guy, Carvalho. And even if you look at the bench, we have some qualities. And I can tell you that somebody like Kalu wasn't a starter. But if Kalu was supposed to be here today, I don't know any of our wingers. The wingers that we have right now, I don't know who I can compare to Kalu. Kalu wasn't a starter. We have Anelka. There were so many players. And this man was a no-nonsense person. And you don't even touch his players. It got to a time Antonio Conte was having a little bit of friction with Eden Hazard. He made sure that Hazard stayed and Conte had to leave. That was the man called Abramovich. To cut everything short, these guys came in. They are going into their 3rd season. Nobody is against the project that they are trying to do for our football club. But some of us, we are concerned because of the way they are running our football club. You don't just come, you get rid of all the experienced players. We thought by doing so, you bring in some players who will be here and who will be able to mentor some of these young guys. And some of us, we thought it will be a blend of experienced players and youngsters. Nobody have any problem. But they are thinking about the money aspect. And I get so worried that some Chelsea fans would be saying that, well, everybody is doing business because they want money. Yes, we know, but this is a football that you are running. You don't think about yourself. You don't think about your pocket, and you don't just disregard the fans. I can tell you that the fans are powerful than them, and if we decide not to go to Stamford Bridge to go watch any game, have they thought of how they are going to lose revenue? And sometimes you need to boost the energy of these fans. You need to do things that will bring a lot of success, that will make the football club attractive. If I have a brother who is a footballer, a young footballer, and I know I'm a Chelsea fan, and he listened to me, and he want to join Chelsea, honestly, I would tell my brother or whoever it is not to join this football club.
This time
Because
around, we have a very bad reputation.
A lot of football players have ruined their career by joining Chelsea Football Club. Nobody would have told me that Modric would be a flop if he had decided to go to Arsenal. If Casade had decided to join Inter Milan or Liverpool, nobody would have told me he's going to ruin his career. Look at this guy, this kid from Leicester City, this black boy, our midfielder. He was supposed to join Liverpool.
Lavia?
Not Lavia. Even Lavia. Leicester. And this guy, the Ecuadorian.
Oh,
he was supposed to join Liverpool, but he chose Chelsea.
Oh, you're talking about Caicedo? He came from Brighton, right? Not Leicester.
Yeah, he came from Brighton. He was supposed to. Everybody thought he was going to Liverpool with McAllister, but all of a sudden, because of our reputation, because he knows when it comes to Chelsea Football Club, he's going to win something, he chose Chelsea over Liverpool. So how and why a football club like Chelsea will be a public ridicule, and we have a bloated squad full of unnecessary signings? And what even freaks me out is you have Slonina. What else are you freaking telling me that you need more goalies? You went in
we
for
have
this
like
young
2,000
Belgian,
goalkeepers at the moment.
You have this young Belgian goalie. You haven't sorted out Petrovic. This guy was actively playing last season. But right now, if you are looking for Petrovic, he doesn't know where he's going. Petrovic doesn't know where he's going, but he was supposed to be our number one by now. You brought in Jorgensen. He could have been playing for Villarreal when the season started in Spain, but he's right here, probably going to be the second option for Sanchez.
Because Sanchez made some blunder as usual, and he's gonna continue making the same mistake. I think they're gonna ease him in slowly and surely, and started tomorrow for the Conference League. I'm very sure that Philip Jorgensen is going to start the game. If he doesn't start, that doesn't make any sense. We're gonna switch a little bit. Just let me just remind you, Cole Palmer didn't make it to the team of the season for the, what is called again, PFA. He won the young player of the season, and how the heck somebody is gonna tell me that he didn't make the team? I was like, are you really serious? Raya made it, Saliba, Van Dijk, Gabriel Magalhaes, Walker, Rodri, Rice, Odegaard, Haaland, Foden, and Watkins. What Cole Palmer, Mr. Cool, has to do to get in the team?
Which one of those players will Cole Palmer bench? Look at that team again. Come on.
Okay, let me.
Yeah.
There's nobody who bench on that team now. Who?
He can bench. Well, listen. He can bench somebody like, I don't care what people are gonna say.
Foden, right?
Yeah, he scored more goals than Foden.
I know.
He
leave Foden alone, man.
Watkins scored a lot of goals though.
Cole Palmer can't touch Foden's socks. Please calm down, please.
Yeah, so let me just
that's not fair.
Let me just empty my heart and
I will come back to you. Let me say hi to another brother, and I will come to you, Mr. Bottom what? Hello? Mr. Bottom? Yes, sir.
Yeah, I just was just watching. I just started watching you on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
And
Are you a football fan?
Yes, I'm a Chelsea fan.
Good. Why you call yourself bottom? Your screen name bottom. All right. So, what do you have to say? Say hi to people. We are family here. We just have good time. You bring your own topic. We discuss, and that's what we do here. So thank you for stopping by. And yeah, let this guy, Mr. Mark, finish, and then we're gonna come back to you. All right.
Yes.
Mark, okay, empty your pocket and go straight to the point, and we're gonna go around and around and around. Like, don't take 5 minutes, please.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to say right now is, it's very, very clear. You could see what Abramovich did and whatever these owners are doing, and they are so trying to be so clever that the moment they came in, even the cooks in the kitchen,
everybody changed. The lawn guy, the ground guys, the tea lady, everybody,
everybody out, and they knew what they were doing. This nonsense they were about to do, they knew that probably if you treat people like that, a lot of them are going to sabotage your work. So they need new people who they can accept those nonsense that is going on. And I'm so glad that Atleti did the unveil of Gallagher in a grand style. If we don't appreciate this young man, he's going to go out there and he will be killing it. I don't care how people think about Gallagher. I don't really care.
For me, really, I'm starting just like being happy for Gallagher.
Of course.
Because he's going to play football. He's going to play the Champions League. It's just in the past now. Like,
I will tell Sterling, if this video will reach out to Sterling or whoever knows Sterling, he shouldn't move an inch. He should stay here, get paid, run out of his contract before he leaves the nonsense. Because they want to punish the guy.
He can't do that now. He can't.
If he cares about his career.
Yeah, exactly. If he cares about his career, he can't.
Trust me, after 3 years, he can go to Saudi Arabia.
No,
you know why I want him to do that? What? I want him to mess these guys up.
No. I know, but he has to. Listen, Sterling wants to go to World Cup. He wants to play World Cup.
Sterling, no, there is no way Sterling.
The problem with Sterling, let me say something. The problem with Sterling is not. I don't have any problem letting him go. The way we handle the situation, like coming publicly, taking his number.
No. What this guy is talking about is different, dogs. What
he's saying is like, okay, he need to stay there, get his money, 300, whatever, and just like mess them up.
Sterling doesn't want to do that.
But the problem is, I don't think that getting rid of Sterling was a problem because he doesn't perform, but the fact that the way they treated him or they are treating, the academy product like Chalobah, it's not good. But if you look at from another perspective, like in terms of what you produce to deserve what you're getting, Raheem Sterling, let's be honest here, he's not doing anything. So let me go and talk to other brothers and we'll come back because I don't want to only me talking, some other people. Mr. Top G, let's go.
So I'm here like to make a different point.
Yes, sir. Go on.
So I've been saying why nobody's talking about Nicholas Jackson getting sold or like or him going on loan, because like last season he was single-handedly making us lose games. People were just appreciating his hold-up plays. He plays good on the wing, but we bought him for a striker. And I know he's a young player, but I don't know. But
do you know how many goals? Do you know how many goals Nicholas Jackson scored last year in the?
And do you know how many misses? He was top 3 misses in the league.
No, but hold on.
24 big chances, bro. Come on.
I know. But how many goals did he score in the season? Just educate us.
I think it was like about 17 or something. All competitions.
Exactly. So I just wanted to throw it out here so that we can't just
set the record straight.
Yeah, we just can't throw Nicholas Jackson to the wolves this early.
Look, let me tell you, bro. Yeah. Nicholas Jackson last season, he single-handedly ended Mauricio Pochettino's career.
Let him finish here, and we're gonna come back to you, Mr. Ice. Let him finish. Don't cut him. Let him finish, and then we're gonna go back and forth. Yes.
Nicholas Jackson, he single-handedly, he made us lose games, and he single-handedly ended Mauricio Pochettino's time at Chelsea.
Okay.
Nicholas Jackson is the one to blame. Nobody.
Okay. No problem.
I so much disagree that statement.
We appreciate you. Thanks, man.
Wait, Victor, if Victor Osimhen is coming, he got to be on loan, sold, and Mark Gill got to be following Victor Osimhen, because, or maybe we might use him at wings, but striker, hell nah. He was the one.
Now you're talking.
If you would have buried,
if you say he's not a striker. Top G, if you say he's not a striker, that's a discussion we can have. Absolutely. If you say but to say that he cost, I know he missed a lot of goals. If you tell me it's a missed profile that he's not a striker, that he can play in other positions up front, I'm with you.
I see the sense of him say that he sacked Pochettino because, and let me finish. Give me 30 seconds to finish this. Please, I'm not going to cut anybody and nobody cut me here. If you look at the amount of chances we missed, like in the Carabao Cup final against Liverpool U12, that was criminal. If you look at the amount of even chances he missed against Manchester City, I know that in the semi-final of FA Cup, one goes in, we are through the final. So I can kind of understand the general idea. But from Ice's perspective, which is his contribution and the goal that he scored. Look, even against the Tottenham Hotspurs, that guy was going to score minimum 6 goals. Minimum, that's even what Pochettino said. But he scored a hat-trick against 9-man Tottenham Hotspurs. And he got like crazy one-on-one, like empty goal. And he doesn't score.
Man City away.
Anybody who is saying that, anybody who doesn't understand the importance of Nicolas Jackson.
No, I'm coming to you. I'm giving you flowers. I'm giving you flowers. Don't cut me. Let me finish. So what I'm saying is, if you look in the other side of the coin, how many goals he ended up by scoring, outscoring some of the so-called prolific goal scorer in the Premier League, and the fact that that was his first season, he scored more goals than Didier Drogba. The way he participated to the game, the link-up play, everything, and then he deserved the second season to confirm that first season. I think he's going to improve. So I see both ways here. There's no like black or white, but Jackson, you and me here were having heart attack in the same channel. How can you miss that opportunity, Nicholas Jackson? So I got everybody's point. I don't agree that we have to sell him. I think he's gonna cook.
I just have a simple question. What is Jackson? What was Jackson? For me, I told you Oggs already.
Yeah.
How many streams do I tell you that Jackson is not a striker? I tell you this.
You said it a lot.
He's not a striker. However, compare his GA to natural strikers in the league right now. All the natural strikers in the league, I know they're big names. I know they're better than Jackson. They're poachers. They're killers. They'll put the opportunity away. But compare their productivity with Jackson. I bet you won't see a difference. Numbers wise.
Preach.
Okay, Mr. People's Republic, say something.
Before I say anything, I have a question for our new friend, Mr. Top G. When he's sending Jackson alone, is he taking Enzo with him?
Enzo?
Which Enzo? Enzo the coach or Enzo
the player? The player.
Okay.
Put Enzo on the bench. I don't like Enzo too.
Why?
Now you're getting better. Now we like you.
Carry on.
Because people just want to hear what they want to hear. Yeah. Go on.
Look, let me say this, bro. I like the Enzo Fernandez I saw under Graham Potter, but starting from last season, he got. Let me be honest. Let me be like brutally honest. Enzo Fernandez is an overweight, fat footballer.
You're a great guy, man. Welcome to the channel.
He takes 10 minutes to shoot a ball. Did you see that shot against Man City last Sunday?
Yeah. But don't you think that he's coming from an injury, right? Like last, he got a surgery, and even Copa America, he didn't do really good because he's just recovering. So,
bro, come on, bro. If you're injured like for a whole season, you gotta be recovering, losing weight. Not eating burgers. Come on, bro. What? I'm not having that, bro. He's just too fat. Like Reece James, I said he's big, but he's like a Kyle Walker. He's like an Adama Traore type of big. He can run fast. He can react quick. Like Reece James, that's not like fat. That's like a body. That's like a muscle. I see that some people calling Reece James fat, but I don't call him fat. That's like a big muscle. Like he got a muscle. He can run fast. He can turn fast. He can do things very quick. But Enzo Fernandez, like he takes ages to do things like simple things, shoot, pass, like turn around, react to a certain situation. So like he needs to lose like at least 10 kilos or something, 10 to 15 kilos to start even running at the pace of 75 to 80. Because if you let's say you said he was injured last season, he should have used that opportunity to eat well, exercise well, treadmill every day, bro. 10 minutes, 20, 30 minutes. Treadmill. He's a rich guy, millionaire, Ox. He's not like me. He's paying bills. I mean, I'm not paying bills. My parents are. He's a millionaire.
You're a lucky boy.
One thing I would say, like, it's funny. It's funny the way.
And he pissed me off. This Sunday.
It's funny the way we describe. We are body shaming the players, but it will surprise you that you will see Enzo one-on-one when he's very close to you. When they are on TV, they might look very huge. You might think they put on weight. Yeah, sometimes some of these players will put on weight. But if you come close to them and they are standing in front of you, you'll be shocked that they look very, very small. So let's not try to body shame.
Bro, we're judging players based on the way we see on them.
Do they normally give you the stats, their stats, vital stats when they are playing? You see that Enzo is looking very big. But trust me, bro, if you see the guy one-on-one, he doesn't look like the one you have been seeing on TV. I can tell you for a fact.
But we're judging other players based on like the same scale. We're seeing other players on TV. That's the way we're judging. So we gotta judge Enzo the same way too. We see him on TV and we judge him. We don't gotta be 1v1.
If you say Enzo is not really doing well or he doesn't fit into Chelsea's formation or whatever plans we have for him, it makes sense. But I want to tell you that these players, we can't body shame. Like if you body shame a player, somebody who trains every morning, of course, sometimes they will come from injury and they look very big.
Hold on, Mark. Even I remember last season before Reece James got injured, people were saying he put on weight.
Yeah, they will put on weight sometimes.
No, you're not hearing what I'm saying. I said people actually say it that this player looks overweight, he's slow. It's not body shaming. It's not body shaming. It's basically it's part of the being a sportsman.
You are an athlete, and you're gonna be judged also by your body and your discipline. I got it, but my point is, even if he loses some weight, I don't think he's gonna get the speed out of the blue. I don't think he's a speedy guy. I don't think he got the pace, even if he loses weight.
It makes sense. Like if Enzo should be in the La Liga, or whilst he was in Portugal, the way he plays, I always tell people that it's not like the guy is so bad. Enzo is a good player, but he happens to be in the wrong league. Let Enzo go to maybe Real Madrid or Barcelona. Guys will be saying, what? Is it Enzo? Is it Enzo Fernandez in Chelsea who is doing this?
That guy won't do anything in
trust me.
He won't even see bench. He won't see bench in Real Madrid.
Okay, let him stay on the bench and one day he will just come in.
He will not see bench. Remember,
let's compare Ika Gundogan. You see how he was killing it in England, but he went to Barca and it's a different ball game.
At what age?
Well, let's forget about the age. You know some players. You know one funny thing. There are some players.
He's back here at Manchester City.
Manchester City. There are some players who are so good when they are young and they get fade out when they grow. And there are some players, they are not really good, but as they are aging, they get their swag up.
Gundogan is a world-class player. Let's not get it twisted.
Yeah, he's a world-class player. But
so the guy who
has never made any impact in Barcelona. He never made any impact.
Nobody really made an impact in Barcelona. Barcelona was just a team of moving parts.
Exactly.
Okay,
so sometimes you can't blame the player. You are saying that Gundogan is a world-class player. But we never saw that when he was in Barcelona. That doesn't mean Gundogan is so bad. And he will come to Man City, where he knows very best, and you will see the difference.
No, you don't.
You get my point.
No, what you're not getting, Mark, is that you don't need to watch a player in so many scenarios to make your conclusion. Some people, that's why I don't know if you know what they call eye test. Do you know what eye test means?
What do you mean by eye test?
Eye test meaning you see the player, you see the way the player plays one time, you know if he's a baller or not.
So you can tell me that by watching Enzo, you can come to your conclusion that Enzo is not a good player.
He's an average player. He's a bench player.
Okay, it makes sense.
Guys, Can we listen a little bit from People's Republic? I've been cutting him all the time. Yeah, go on, people.
Going back to Enzo and the eye test. And the eye test, my eye test, I know nothing, so don't listen to me. But my eye test tells me when I see Enzo, especially when I saw him in Manchester versus City of Manchester, that guy definitely is playing the wrong position. There is skill there, there's talent there. Let's be honest. There's skill, there's talent. They wouldn't pay 100 and whatever for him. And if I'm really honest, I saw a guy make 2 killer passes in the same Fabregas. You know, if it'd been Fabregas, we would have been having orgasms here. But and Jackson missed one of them horribly. What?
Let him finish.
But then he went back to this role of, I don't know if he has that role or 10 strike. I don't know what the hell, hybrid, whatever position he's trying to play. And there's the problem. Then we have too many up front there, and he's unfortunately sacrificing for Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer is a victim of this, and you will see him, his stats, his goals, everything's going to dry up, and he will end up frustrated. Cole Palmer is one of those very quiet types there, but when would you see him, it's time to shout and get angry and whatever, then you know, okay, Enzo's got under his skin because they're getting in each other's way. So Maresca has to sort out this problem. Where does Enzo play? Does he play deep like he was playing with the manager before, or does he play up front? If he plays up front, then one of the strikers has got to go, because you can't have that many people around the box, and it's just too easy to defend. So I don't know. I think I personally, in this transfer window, probably would have, if there were any takers, I would have sold him. Whatever, 80 million, 90 million. But there been any takers, definitely sold him. And he for sure is not a captain of Chelsea. 1,000% not a captain. I don't know. It's all.
People's Republic. Do you know one fun fact about Enzo
Fernandez?
Do you know a fun fact? You guys probably know. Enzo Fernandez is actually tall. He's almost 6 foot.
What?
Yeah, he's 5'11".
That's short guy.
I know. He's almost 6 feet, man. That's a fun fact. That boy is almost 6 feet.
He looks like a short guy.
He looks very short.
Yeah, but he's 5'11". That's what he's coming in at. He's actually, for a footballer, I was surprised. I'm like, this guy, I always used to think he was tiny. So you can see what camera does to. Imagine you talk to somebody on video call for all this while, and then you meet the person for the first time. Do you know how many times I get surprised?
They're so small.
Yeah,
I'm
like, yo, you're short. Oh, yo, you're tall.
What's the politicians always do when they hold a speech? The short ones all stand on a stool behind the podium to make them look bigger.
Exactly.
And when you meet them, real life, say, where's the rest of you?
Yeah, man, that guy is tall, man.
Yeah, wow. But that means not body shaming him. That means his body mass index makes him look short, because he's so stocky. Exactly. He reminds me of. Remember the days before the Premier League when we had the guys like Gary Mubbett and all those big strong defenders, where you think, wow, This guy looked like a tree.
That was back in the day when like the players they used to smoke and drink. And they used to have like big bellies, but they're still ballers, though. You know, they didn't have this Instagram apps crap. They just drink and eat whatever they want and come and play football.
They used to have a beer at halftime. And one beer.
One beer, like your head is turning, and that makes you even faster, bro.
Remember that guy there, Terry Butcher, when half of his head was cut off, and he just I just put a bandage on, we carry on playing. And imagine this day and age, bleeding like that, playing. Oh my God, they'll stop the game, empty the stadium. Oh my God, we've got to do a virus test or something. You know, that's how the times have changed. In those days, people, some of those fouls, Gascoigne, oh my God, the fouls which people would put on him. Now, I'm surprised the guy can still walk.
You just mentioned my favorite player.
Which one?
Paul Gascoigne.
Oh, that guy.
Gaza. Okay.
Gaza, my goodness, man. My God, the best midfielder ever, man.
Okay, let me read some comment on YouTube so everybody can feel involved. Mr. Axel say like Jackson is still young. He's only going to get better. I respect your opinion. Andrew Nzai said that Jackson is young, but he's old enough to score goals, basically. If you can't, the hammer is going to hit him in the head. Okay, I see what you mean here. I respect your opinion.
Can I respond to Andrew? Can I respond to Andrew?
Yeah,
Andrew, that's why the hammer hasn't hit him on the head yet. He's scoring. Go ahead, Ogs.
Yeah. Okay, Mr. Comedy Clips said that, Ogs, please, I am having hard pronouncing the team we're playing tomorrow. Help me out. People's Republic, you know how to pronounce Servette? Or
Servette is French. You should know. It's a French team. French part of Switzerland.
But in English, you can say Servette or whatever you want to pronounce it. But yeah, it's Servette, my friend.
It's a French.
Like People's Republic says, the French part of Switzerland.
People's Republic, tu parles français?
Just a little bit. He speaks a lot of languages.
But going back to Jackson, when people are saying, but he wasted all his chances. Fair enough. But in order to get these chances, you've got to be there. You've got to be available. So why is it always only Jackson's always available? Seems to create the space, seems to have the speed, seems to be able to bully defenders and get through these chances. I don't see any other players getting half of these chances. I mean, yes, you imagine when he actually starts scoring 50% of his chances. And by the way, these were all goals. Unlike Cole Palmer, half of them were penalties. That is another fun fact for you. Straight goals, not penalties. Penalties is easy. Harry Kane, whatever, you know that.
Did you say penalties easy? Many people missed penalties, bro. To have that the mentality to take a penalty and wait for 5 minutes where the stupid VAR is checking and all the pressure on you and scoring it, it's an art, you know. Ask England. England lost on penalties. Many teams lost the World Cup. Ask France. They will tell you they lost on penalties. Not everybody is able to score a penalty. So don't ever disrespect my boy here, Cole Palmer, man. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Stat padding makes everything looks rosy. And to go back to that team you mentioned in the beginning, why he didn't make that team, whatever, team of the year, whatever you were saying there. There's nobody there you can replace. I mean, yes, he's good. We saw in the Euros, every time he came on, England looked suddenly very toxic. But he's not there yet. He's not the finished product. So he's a work in progress. And be patient with him. But not like now.
I need to ask some question. Those of you who are criticizing Jackson, I want to know how many goals Darwin Núñez and Salah scored last season.
Well, and also, just because people are stating fact doesn't mean they are criticizing. You know, if you're telling me that certain things that are truth, you're not criticizing me. Probably
but what
you're telling the truth.
Is even Darwin Núñez, right? They were eyes. My brother eyes was talking about. No, the other guy was saying that Jackson was missing some one-on-one, chances. And even Darwin Nunes was even worse.
Haaland even missed the worst one.
Yeah, he was.
But Haaland is gonna score some. You know, he's gonna score one and two.
So sometimes some of these boys, when they are really doing good, at least we can give them words of encouragement. Now, I mean, he wasn't that bad. His first season at Chelsea was very good. That's why I was asking that how many goals Salah scored. I don't know if Salah was able to score more than 18 goals or whatever. But I think if you look at Jackson's performance last season, he's not a natural, striker. He was stepping in to take that role. But there were some games when he was playing on the left side, and he was really fantastic. So we can just judge him based on some of the performance or his first season in England. And we can compare it to Drogba. When Drogba came in, he also had a very difficult start in the life of England. But at the end of the day, nobody can talk about Chelsea without mentioning the name of, Drogba.
Yeah,
so sometimes some of these boys, they are really making a lot of efforts, and we need to encourage them, and we need to
be patient a little bit. Yeah, I got your point.
If some of you are giving Todd Boehly and Egbali patience, and you still believe in their projects, why not some of these players? I think we need to give them the opportunity,
That makes sense, my brother. Let me go and say hi to Mr. Canada here, who's been here for 20 minutes without saying anything. Henry. And after Henry, we're going to say hi to brother Victor, who just joined us. Canada in the building. Let's go.
Hey, first of all, good evening. Good evening to the North Americans. Good evening to the North Americans. Good morning to the Europeans, and afternoon to.
It's already 12 o'clock here in Kentucky. Yeah.
Okay. Well, when I saw your notification that you're going to go online, it said 12 p.m. It told me 12 p.m. local time. Then I checked 12 p.m. Oaks is not there. So what the heck is happening?
12 p.m.
And then
I see. Probably it was like I wanted to say like 12 a.m. or something. PM and AM.
Every time.
Yeah. Probably.
Then I think, okay, it's about an hour before I go to bed. Let me check my phone and see what's happening.
And you saw me.
Oaks is online.
So before I forget, I've been having issues for the last 3 days. Like I will schedule something, I will come here, I start the live, I click every button that I know is not doing anything. Like I was so frustrated. Like we have, like breaking news. Instead of me making a video for 2 hours and editing stupid video, let me go live and I try it. Boom. That's why I put. You see the title here say like test stream. Like I click a lot of buttons and try to change different things. So I wasn't even sure that I was going to finish this stream, but yeah.
Super chat.
Go on, and then we're gonna go to brother Victor.
I don't know what topic you guys were on, but I'm thinking of I'm thinking that this season Cole Palmer won't have a very good season, and I was thinking of Jackson and Sterling. Are you guys were talking about Jackson and Sterling? I think these two guys, they have something similar when I watch them play. When they have a lot of time to think on the ball, they perform poorly. Like if Sterling just drives with the ball without even thinking, he becomes very dangerous. Same with Jackson. If he just acts on his instincts, and he just, he will score from a tight corner or something that you don't expect. Like someone mentioned Darwin Núñez. Darwin Núñez will do that too. Something that you don't expect him to do, he will do it. What you expect him to do, or you give him too much time to think, it's like,
they're like
you've killed him.
FC. Okay.
Yeah, he just okay. So I don't know. Let Victor can come in.
Okay,
I don't know what else to say.
Okay. Well, so we're gonna say hi to brother Victor. Let me just say one thing here. Axel, I don't know if that's how you pronounce your name, but he's responding to People's Republic who been saying that scoring a penalty is the easier thing. So he's
Roberto Baggio.
Yeah, tell that to Roberto Baggio. Remember Roberto Baggio when he missed a penalty in the final of
against Brazil, but
yeah.
he destroyed. He broke Nigerians' hearts in that same year in the second round.
Yeah, so yeah, ask Baggio, he will tell you. Ask whoever missed the penalty in the final, whatever it is. Mr. Victor, let's go. Welcome.
Well, hi. Was it Escobar that missed a penalty from one of the South American countries and was killed?
No, he didn't miss a penalty. He
scored.
It was an own goal.
An own goal, yeah.
Yeah, he scored an own goal.
And then he was killed.
US versus Colombia. Yeah, it was in that same year in '94. Yeah.
Yeah.
Killed.
Oh, so anyway, another example. Ask John Terry. That's one hit. Oh my goodness.
John Terry slipped. John Terry slipped. He slipped.
He slipped. Yeah.
But you can't. But small fact you're forgetting. Back in those days, goalkeepers, they were allowed to move like 15 meters off the line before the shot was taken. Nowadays,
stop giving excuses. Ask them.
I'm telling you, it's much easier now than it was back in those days.
It's much easier now because now the angle is wider, whereas the keepers were able to narrow the angles earlier.
Yeah, this guy used to do that.
Yeah,
the Colombian goalkeeper, Rene Higuita. Rene Higuita used to do that. He used to scare people. He used to scare penalty takers.
Yeah, but talking about taking penalties, why the strikers?
You know what? Let me tell you
the players are allowed.
Now, you all listen here. You are all lucky that America didn't get a hold of this game. You remember when you started from the center and started playing the ball forward to see if you can dribble the keeper and score?
Yeah. I still remember that MLS back in the day. Yeah.
Let me tell one funny story before Victor continues. Since Victor is from Ghana, he will, collaborate with what I'm about to say. During the 2010 World Cup, we got to the penalties with Uruguay. And in Ghana, if you miss a penalty, you, the player, your family members, everybody, they will deal with you for like 1 year. Insults. The moment one of the young players hit the ball and misses it, he say, "Oh my God, I'm dead." Like the camera guy caught him
saying that he's dead. Oh my God.
He's dead because he knows what he's going to face when he gets to Ghana. So they showed him and he said, "Oh my God, I'm dead." Because so penalty, like if somebody is able to even score penalties during the season, you really have to appreciate it because nobody, like I talked to Asamoah one time, he said they were playing when he was in Udinese or something. Like if you are going to play penalty, you don't feel your legs if the crowd are there. So most of the time, if a player should score a penalty, you really have to appreciate, the player. So
yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy. Mr. Victor, go.
Yeah, and also with penalties, it's about the moment too. I mean that incident in South Africa was just foolhardily stupid. I mean, the guy, you were one kick away, one penalty away from making history for your country, and then there was this exuberance about it. I kind of had a sense that he was gonna kick it up and hit the bar or whatever it was it ended up being. Because he wasn't careful. He just got the ball. I'm the captain or whatever. I'm the number 9, so let me play it. Penalties are as important as the game. And when you are scoring to equalize, you're scoring to win. This one you were scoring to put your team in a position to win the semifinals. It was almost the last kick. So that was one of the worst things that happened to Ghana football. But anyways, so I was trying to chip in tonight.
And I think you also missed another revenge penalty against Uruguay, the same team.
Yes.
I think it was in Qatar, right, or something like that.
Yeah, but that team was not. IU's team was not that great.
Victor, before you go, just in relation to that 2010 incident, the damage was already done before that last penalty. That handball, that handball was demoralizing.
Yes.
So it was it was intentional. It was intentional on the part of Suarez. So that
it was very intentional. Yeah,
it was. Yeah.
And I think even in the age of VAR, probably the ball might have crossed the line already.
Yeah,
Like
you're right.
you couldn't even because
exactly.
I looked at it. I actually have a what is it called? A 3D version of what is it called? A Blu-ray. I have kept because for for posterity. It came out. There's a whole documentary about that particular match and how unfair it all ended up for the only team in Africa that was left. People from Ghana were on their way to the next venue for the next game because
Oh, that was already yeah,
yeah, we're all getting ready to go play. Was it Holland for semifinals? Possible Holland,
exactly.
yeah, was going to play Holland for any semifinals and then hopefully play Spain for finals. And that was not to be because the ball was literally on his way into the net, and I have never ever ever forgiven that guy. I
The
mean,
hand of God.
yeah, I mean, no, I have never. I don't even speak his name because of that, and I
Luis
feel like,
Suarez, yeah.
I mean, seriously, Suarez is, because he's erratic footballer. He's not even.
He is
He's not predictable, and he does things that are so weird.
unconventional.
Yeah, and for him, you knew that he would be the kind that would do that. Any other player
Exactly.
would be like, okay, the ball is already in the net, but he would be the kind that will
The guy who
will
can
try his.
bite you. The guy who can
Yeah,
Yeah, and
bite
spit on
you.
you or
yeah,
something. Yeah.
Who
yeah.
can
He will.
Apparently,
bite.
apparently
He
they
will.
gave him the key to the city, right? When he went with that same hand.
Oh my God, Suarez, my God. So
That guy is a character.
yeah. Anyway, so let's redirect back to our team. Our team. I don't know what to make out of what is this make of this coach. I mean, I know that there's two dividing thoughts here that he was brave enough to go out there and do that press conference and tell it like it is, like he's a second coming of Mourinho or something.
Sorry,
Uh,
he's tried to impress the public and he's tried to
yeah,
impress the owners.
but there is so much when there was a saying that when you are the guard of a death row prison, and everybody is so everybody there is living on this tentacle. They're about to be killed. You don't run, you talk, you don't yell because all they have to do is get crazy because they are going to die anyway. Chelsea is in this place where you don't need a coach to go out there and make more talking points. You know what I mean? He doesn't need to go out there. Fine, he can go out there and say what he has to do because he doesn't need to lie. But I don't think it's needed. It's totally unnecessary for him to go out there and give these pundits more to say about our players. We all know, people who are not even interested in the game know that we are in some serious trouble here. And what you have to do is calm the waters as the face of the club. You are the one that has to go out there and make sure that things are calm. Even if we all know you are trying to really, gaslight us and give us BS because it is necessary. He is the only one speaking right now on behalf of the club. I mean, Sterling has done what he has done, but he is really the one who has to go out there and be neutral in the way he presents himself and also he represents the club. So I don't really agree with the way the approach. Maybe it's coming from above and it's being done, but I feel like with all of the chaos and cacophony surrounding this club, it's best to have somebody that comes out there and give you a sense of stability or some level of maturity or some
But
semblance of.
excuse me to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Isn't you that told me here that he doesn't have the balls to make decisions, to
No,
bench
no.
people like Sterling?
You have yeah, you have to pick your fights. I didn't say that having the balls to do something and saying and going about it in public are two different things. Coming out here, the thing is, you have to pick your fights. You have to know the time. You have to read the room, as they say. Now you have to know that the situation that the club as an entity is in, and this is a big football club with supporters from all over the world,
Mm.
and we know where we are at the moment. We are becoming laughing stock, and there is some truth in that. I'm not gonna be this stupid fan because I'm a fan and say that whatever we are doing is good. It's not normal for clubs to behave the way we are behaving. It's just a fact. I mean, they might be geniuses, and they might be proving right maybe in end, but it's not true because some of these players that we are buying don't end up producing anything, and then we end and turn around and try and sell them and try and get rid of them. So there is something to be said about the myth, the process that we are going through, not really understood, or it cannot be put out there as something that can be defended. So if you are the face of the club right now because the owners are not giving interviews, you have to come out and calm waters. You know, they say that when they came and did it to your neighbors, you said, "Oh, it was my neighbor, it's not me." One day they'll come for you. If you do this to Sterling and the rest, Sterling might have at least one ally on the team. If you treat Sterling like that, what the allies will, you create a narrative. And if you treat all these other players like that, you lose a sense of, loyalty. Abramovich and all that we know about Abramovich and his brutality, and he cut people off, it was only the coaches. He never did that to the actual players. The coaches couldn't stand, the coaches couldn't do their work, they're off. But the actual players, they always protected, because they are the ones that go out there and do the work. And if you keep doing this to your players because you think you can, it will come back to haunt you. The players do talk before they make moves, and the money may be there for them to come in and be part of it and take some money and whatever. The heart is not in there. They don't really belong to Chelsea, because if you are doing this to academy players and people that you yourself have brought up with the intention of moving to the senior team, what are you going to do with somebody that you just brought to the team today? And loyalty matters. I know that now we are in this business of cutthroat work and nobody cares about loyalty anymore. But to a degree, it matters, especially how do we even go out there, fans, and say, he's one of our own? You are putting all of these, you castrated all of these one of our own players out. So for me, we are at the point where we need a face we need somebody that will come out here and explain what is going on at Chelsea in a
Yeah.
calm, collectible, understandable way, and make fans feel that somebody is at the wheels here,
I
and
think
that's
that is a very good point. I think they might do it. People of the Republic, I'm gonna give you the mic. I think at the end of like the transfer window, when we got somebody like Victor Osimhen and the team, they sold everybody. I'm thinking that somebody is gonna give an interview, one of the sporting directors, to kind of calm people down. But at the moment, I think they decided to take the hit and then, like cap their ears and then see after the transfer window. People's Republic, are you driving? You going to work?
Yeah.
All right.
Work.
All right. So say it, bro.
Do you remember what Bobby was saying the other day? I actually found that very, very interesting. Bobby talks a lot of sense, that guy. And you were saying this Chelsea board, management, whatever you want to call them, they're getting prepared for next season when the salary cap hits, and they have slashed the wages of the team drastically. I think he said what, 69,000 a week. I can't remember whatever number he said. And Sterling, 350,000 reasons for why you have to get rid of him. It's not because of football reasons, but it's to do with the money reasons. And there's not. And you look at Joao Felix, guy's taking a ridiculous pay cut. I was a bit shocked to read. What's he getting? 120 a week or something like that?
Yeah, around that money. Yeah, that is a chunk of money left on the table. Yeah.
And I think when the first time he came out on loan, wasn't he on like 300,000?
Around
so that is
250 or something like that. Yeah.
250. So that is a huge pay cut, and for the amount, in theory, what Chelsea, the transfer was 40 something million, but because we did a barter trade, and we sent Gallagher the other way, I think Chelsea, in fact, only ends up paying like 8 or 9 million for him, and Gallagher would have been on 200,000, I think is what Gallagher wanted a week, and Chelsea wasn't prepared to pay 200,000 a week. So, which is meaning that Chelsea does not want to be paying these insane weekly wages anymore. And I think other teams next season, if they haven't figured out something, they're going to be in lot of trouble. They won't be able to afford all these big players on big salaries. So maybe this is why Chelsea has gone down this route. And you'll see this business model of all these youngsters, unknown players, unproven, send out a loan, what have you, blah blah blah, because they obviously Americans, they know American sports is also salary cap based, and you got to wheel and deal and balance and fit the budget. And maybe the other clubs, Tottenham's, Liverpool's, and Man United's, who have never thought about this, they may be in some trouble. And I see Man United is maybe thinking of offloading Jadon Sancho to Chelsea for 47 million. Buy or not buy?
I'll go and I'll drive there and go get him right now.
Why?
Oh my goodness, that guy.
Why?
That guy. You know what? You know why? I will take that boy's footballing IQ over.
Give it to Modric.
No, not Modric. Hold on. Over Madeke. I'll take his IP over Madeke. I'll take his IP over what's his name? What's that guy's name up front? I'll take his IP over Nkunku.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
No,
I'm serious.
No,
Listen. The problem with Sancho, right? He's a rock and roll player. He's a rock and roll star. So it's hard to separate that rock and roll star from the footballer. That boy is intelligent on the ball. He's not just brilliant. He's intelligent. He's a scientist, and he does it freely. The only problem is, it's if you're looking for a coach's boy, you're not going to get that from Sancho.
No,
go ahead.
But you have to think about the players we have. I mean, the players we have right now, we do have the likes of Sancho. I mean,
Sancho who?
What's the call? What is the name of the
guy?
Palmer. No, I'm not talking about our players. I'm talking about the Man U player that you want to drive there and go get him for Chelsea.
Sancho in a heartbeat.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't understand why would you do that. I mean,
no, that's why I say it's.
We have Felix. Felix plays like. I mean, we have players that are very much like him in our team already.
Another thing I like about Sancho is he hogs the line. Madeke doesn't hog the line.
This is the same guy who sold me Raheem Sterling.
Yeah, you're gonna kill this idea. Oh, you've been talking about this every day. You're gonna kill. It's not gonna have the same pizzazz like it had before.
Raheem Sterling,
so maybe you should save it for another day, Ogs.
Some players actually really spoke highly of Raheem Sterling.
Exactly.
There is something that sometimes we miss in football. We look at the money aspect. Why do you think Real Madrid kept adding 1 year each to Luka Modric and Toni Kroos? If Toni Kroos didn't resign, he would have been there. Do you think Luka Modric is playing day in, day out? No. It's because they are there behind the scenes and people respect them.
Yeah, but I mean,
look at what they're selling of Jorginho. Look at what they're selling of Jorginho, whom I didn't even like.
Jorginho didn't have any business being in any.
He had a good influence behind the scenes.
Oh no,
people love him.
No.
He had a good influence behind the scenes.
You don't want to get me. You don't want to get me going. You don't want to.
There are something that we just say it's money. It's just money.
Me going on.
It's just money.
I'm tired of
I myself didn't like Jorginho. Like when he left, I was very happy. I was very happy.
Let me ask you a question.
You are entitled.
Yeah.
Let me ask Henry.
Let Victor land, and then Ice is
answer.
You
are
all Victor land.
You are all entitled to love a footballer, but don't impose that footballer on a team. When you know that wherever Jorginho has been, even tournament football, he does not add anything. That stupid little jump he was doing and for scoring penalties, which kept him on teams, it was all found out. There's a reason why he's sitting on the bench at Arsenal. If you want prolific, really industrious football, and go out there and score, he only calms the games down the last 15 minutes. You cannot have him there for even 75 minutes when the goals are at stake or you need to get something out of a game. Jorginho should have gone back to Italy with Sarri. That is his style, not the Premier League, where there is so much is expected from the midfield. Now, let me, Jorginho. I wanted to just remark on Jorginho. There are, there are so many footballers here. We all like. We want to impose on our teams. We want to go and get and do what we can to make sure that they can they can they can come and add on to a team. We already have the players. We don't need any more. One
I just want to ask a
thing. No.
simple question.
Let me say.
Don't go far. Just let me ask you one question before you continue.
One little thing here.
Yeah.
One thing that may come out of this,
Yeah.
as Francois just said, is that maybe Chelsea is putting out there a model where all these other teams might follow, where you don't pay these players these exorbitant salaries. And because of that, the prices will come down, because the way we were paying these players, 300, 250, is unsustainable. So if you are able to get to a point where you have a salary cap, I know people think it's a US model, but there is method in that, because it is not sustainable. Even the Premier League may not be finite in terms of resources. May not be, may not be what is it called? Infinite, as they call it. In terms of
Jorginho and Enzo, who is a better player?
No, let me. I'll answer that as my last point, and I'll go. Okay. But let me talk about this captain, because it's important for us to maintain that. If you want to maintain the league, you have to make sure you check the finances, and the clubs that are able to make sure that the players, however good or bad they are not going over a certain amount, will be the clubs of the future. Now, in terms of Enzo and Jorginho, I hate both of them. I don't like both of them. I know hate is probably a strong word.
It doesn't answer my question. Obviously,
no. Hate is probably the strong word.
That means Jorginho is better. That means
for me, Jorginho. I know you like Jorginho. I have never liked Jorginho. I don't like Enzo either. I think Enzo is one of the most underrated players. Actually,
overrated.
Sorry, overrated players. They have robbed us 105 million for that. He does not contribute.
Let me ask you, Jorginho and Caicedo, who is a better player?
Caicedo is much better. Caicedo offers much more.
You guys are funny.
Caicedo is not necessarily anything, but Caicedo offers way much more.
You guys are so funny. Wow.
Enzo. And for me to add insult to the situation already is to grant him, to give him the coveted position of being the captain of this team. It's almost like there is something. That's what I don't like about Maresca. I don't know about him much. I don't know what he's going to do to Chelsea, but already to go out there and defend it, it's almost like they are.
He said someone made a mistake.
Yeah, no. You see, that's the thing I'm talking about. This is an issue here. It's almost like they are tone deaf. And what kind of mistake was it?
Racism is not a mistake. That people don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Being a racist is not a mistake.
It's an ingrained thing. And even us here was like, oh, I don't believe that he's a racist, whatever.
La. That one I disagree. I disagree.
Listen, I do not care whether he's a racist or not. He can come back to the team. But to make him all of a sudden, from jumping from that incident to coming in and representing and telling them what to do, that is a tone-deaf move that I can never forgive Chelsea for. And if it was the dream,
without any punishment, was he punished?
Exactly.
Was he even fined?
He has money and he was able to donate to some kind of movement that is against racism. So therefore, right now you can do whatever you want. As far as your bank account is good, you can buy your way out of any trouble. This is one of the moves that Chelsea has made that has made me. I cannot believe that we have subscribed to this. And he's now almost scot-free and he's walking around. Now, I know that they may have all laughed it over, shook hands or whatever, and everything is fine. But deep under, they have not forgiven him. And it just would take one incident. They have not forgiven him because it's there. Now, the only way they could have...
Why do they have to? They don't have to.
Yeah. Well, the way they could have rehabilitated the situation was to bring him back in, but not to make him a captain. Let him work his way back into the trust of these players and to get to a point. But there's all of a sudden he comes from this incident where nobody thought he was even going to survive at Chelsea.
Yes,
and we all thought that the only reason why he survives is his price tag. If it was anybody else, it would have been cut off. But he comes in and you give him a captain band, and then the coach goes out there to defend it. And the following day, he goes out there and tell you that Sterling is not needed here, or Sterling can go if he wants, and Chilwell can go if Chilwell wants.
And then Gallagher.
I mean, what is this?
Think about
all of it.
The club knows how to manipulate people. Remember, after we lost against City, what happens the following day? they announce Joao Felix, so that people forget. The dopamine. The
Yeah,
dopamine
that's
takes
true.
over, and you forget all the defeat, and you are all we don't even know what happened against Man City.
Okay.
Everyone now is Joao Felix.
Can I say something, please? We still have 18 minutes to go. I have to catch some sleep because I have to work in the morning. So I'm gonna go to People's Republic because he's at work. So if he wanted to say something, he can say, empty his pocket, and we're gonna go around and everybody's gonna talk. We still have 18 minutes, so we still have time. But I wanted to free People's Republic because he's at work.
I'm just arriving at work, so I'm not going to go anywhere. But I wasn't going to just jump out or fall asleep. But no, just to say, thank you for such wonderful people on the panel. You guys are fantastic, and God will bless you all. I'm coming like Mr. Ice. God will for sure bless you all. You guys have a good day or a good evening, or wherever you are.
Come back when you finish work to watch the best competition in the world with us live here, same channel. 3 o'clock p.m.
Don't underestimate that competition. I'm telling you, it's a testing ground for Chelsea, but to test system. Players don't get a chance. So we should take that with a kiss. We should kiss that. Take a tournament and kiss the hand and say thank you, because it's like a Carabao Cup, a free you call pre-seasons or whatever you call it. So that you shouldn't really rubbish that tournament. I know it's rubbish tournament, but for us in the big picture, it's actually a blessing. So that's how I look at it. But anyway, maybe I'm a fool. So you guys take care. We speak.
All right, we speak again. Thank you so much. All right.
So thank you, sir.
Be safe out there, Mr. People's Republic. Okay, anybody that wanna jump and talk, if you're sleepy, you wanna. I think Ice just left without even saying hi. I think he's so tired. He's so tired. I think it's too late. He wanted to just go to sleep.
I don't think that match is being aired. I don't know who is broadcasting it tomorrow. Whether it's ESPN
I thought it was
Plus.
part of UEFA contract with CBS.
Well,
okay,
from what I
probably.
heard, I think the guys in London, they need to pay like £5 to watch
the
game.
Yeah.
But I don't know which channel.
Through the app. If you want to watch it through the app,
Okay. So the money makers, they want to make money from all, and I swear, like a time will come, they will charge you for even like I want
press
to say
conferences and everything. They will make
a time will come. You go to Stamford Bridge, you need to pay before you use the bathroom. That's the level.
They need to build a better stadium first before they ask for those kinds of prices.
But also, my friend, this is not free money from Abramovich anymore, right? So money need to come from somewhere. I don't have any problem by them trying to make money, but the decision
at the end of the day, watch. You're going to watch rubbish.
Collectively, the consortium is much more richer than Abramovich with all
exactly.
The consortium that is.
But the money belongs to you and me. The money belongs to the people. If you have some investment with a clear like capital, your money is a Chelsea. So it's thousands of people.
You know what I feel? I feel like smart players like JT and all those guys, all those old players, Mikio, bring everybody on board, form some consortium, go to Qatar, find some rich family, let them facilitate your consortium, come and buy Chelsea in the next 7 years. It's simple as that.
Qatar is not going to allow.
Mr. McKean is just left,
Qatar is not going to allow an individual to actually go beyond them to buy these kinds of things. They really put a lid on.
No, like
the kind of investment you can make from without. You can make.
You put the family, like most of the royal family. You can say, hey, we want to form this consortium. You are going to be the chairman, but we don't have enough money. We want to buy back our football club. Form your own consortium. These guys have money. They can do.
Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if these guys even sell this club before the end of their tenure. If they can buy a player previous season and want to sell the player.
But you know what?
This season.
They know Estavao. I don't know how the guy will come up with, but if Estavao should come, there is no way Estavao is going to stay in Chelsea for 10 years or 9 years. There is no way if Kopama is killing it, they will allow Kopama to stay here for long. obviously Real
So
Madrid can come in.
Kopama is on what, 120 a week?
I
I
have
don't
no
know
idea.
really. He
I
just
know
signed
he
a
has
new
7
contract,
years
right?
contract.
Yeah,
He
but
has
I
7
thought
years contract.
even the initial 7 years was 120, and they just buttressed it because I think they haven't seen the likes of him before because he was the best player from last year or whatever. But I mean, honestly speaking, for me, when these things happen, I go beyond the scene. I'm like, is the player even worth it? And I think that Kopama. I mean, I don't know about this game his first game towards City, but against City, but he was allowed to shine last season when he joined because we played his style. I do not know if Maresca is gonna play to really include Kopama. So it is yet to be seen if he's gonna be as effective as he was last year. And that is a question, because he will rather probably bring GUI or whatever in instead of focus on the people that really can create and score a goal. And that is what I'm saying. This Maresca guy is way, the
No,
jury
but
is way out for me with him. And that is saying something because only one game, and I normally just hold my tongue for a while until I've seen a few games to see his
if you
patterns.
watch Palmer's performance in the last game, I
Hmm.
feel like Maresca is trying to build around Palmer, and he gave him a role
Really?
where yeah, because if you see somebody like Nkuku never got a fair share of where he should supposed to play, but Palmer had, I think, a very free role where you could see him in the center, but Nkuku was a bit outside. I don't know if where he was playing was so
Yeah.
good. That's why like he was feeling so uncomfortable and he had to leave the game around 50 something minutes. And you could see that he wasn't a happy guy.
No,
Like
no,
yeah,
Kuku didn't like being taken out at all.
yeah,
I
he
mean, I
wasn't.
don't understand I mean, I know he went out there and defended, taking Lavia out and all of that because, but
Yeah.
I
Somebody
do
like
That
not
Lavia, you don't have to take him out
at
in
all,
a game with
He could have
City
finished the
because
game.
you could see that in the latter part of the game, if Lavia was still there, would have been stronger and even pull one back. But
Hmm.
the moment Lavia left and some few other players left,
Yeah,
the team
he's
became very weak.
yeah.
So
and
like
it
it's
was
too early.
I think I commend Maresca for taking that decision because
Yeah, you did say
if
that.
yeah, so
Why?
I like the change, even though he could have also changed somebody like Enzo Fernandez. Brothers, I don't want to sleep on the camera, right? So I'm gonna go around. Makin, stay there. I'm gonna give you the last 5 minutes so you can empty your pocket because you just came. So I'm gonna go
Okay.
around. Who wanna go first? Say
Start with me. Start with me.
yes, sir.
Because I
Go.
want to I want to go to bed soon. So
Yeah,
I'm
I'm getting
thinking
sleepy
tomorrow.
now, and you can see me. Yeah, I have to go to bed. I have some work to do at
Tomorrow
morning.
we
Yes.
have this expectation
Mm-hmm.
that we are going to
We are
batter
winning
this
tomorrow.
team by 5-0. We shouldn't be surprised if we leave tomorrow with
5-0.
a draw. Yeah. Some people are telling me that Chelsea should be up 3-0 by 20 minutes. I said, okay, we'll see. We'll see tomorrow. I won't be
That
surprised.
team is in the champ. They played even in the Champions League. What is called playoffs.
Qualifications, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
they are good.
exactly.
They are good. They are good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm suspecting we might have a draw tomorrow.
Okay, draw for you.
A
Two.
draw for me.
Okay, a draw for me from you. All
Okay.
right.
Okay, guys.
Okay,
Thank you.
man.
Thank you once
Take
again.
care.
Thank
Good
you,
night,
And
bro.
brothers.
See you,
Yeah.
brother.
see you
Yeah.
2 hours before the kickoff, so we can have another conversation. Mark, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Well, there was this rumor that I came across with about Chelsea going to sign Joe Gomez, and I said, "Are we really serious at all? Like leftovers from our, how should I say, like our rivals? It's so ridiculous."
Why are
Joe
you
Yeah,
Gomez.
selling Gallagher and get Joe Gomez? It doesn't make sense to me.
yeah.
So I feel like
Oh, you're selling Chalobah, not Gallagher. Chalobah, and
yeah,
you
Chalobah,
buy
and you want to get Gomez.
Gomez. Yeah, it doesn't make
Gomez is
sense
a
to me.
decent player, but he's a bench player. You bring him, and when maybe you have like last 5 minutes, you introduce Joe Gomez in the team. So I feel like these owners, they are not serious. Whatever decision they are making, I don't think it's the best interest.
Probably it's just paper talk. Like his agent is trying to sell him to other teams. So Chelsea, Chelsea in the conversation is gonna create headlines. So it doesn't mean
the way they are
that
running this football club, also, I can tell you that it's not the best interest of our football club. It's in the best interest of their pocket, and whoever support these guys, I don't have any qualms about that. But they have to remember that when we are going to suffer, we are all going to suffer together as a football club. And like some of us here in the United States or in Canada, sometimes even if you want to go buy ticket and go watch a game in London, you don't even get it. By the time it gets to your turn for you to buy tickets are over. You are being forced to buy hospitality tickets, which is a lot of money. Sometimes you need to spend like $2,000, and sometimes if you are lucky, 800 and so. And I know these guys, they are going to increase those kind of tickets. So all I would like to tell everybody is we have to be on the lookout. We need to give them a lot of pressure. They have to take the right decision for the best interest of everybody, because somebody was able to build an empire and they have used almost 3 years to destroy everything. Somebody like Chilwell, he deserves a little bit of respect. I don't care how he's playing, even if he's not doing well. He has won us some Champions League. Had it not been injury, this guy would have been a fantastic player. So they have to respect this young man. They need to respect Sterling. Okay, they went in to buy Sterling. They have to show him some form of respect. I don't care how he's performing right now. And Enzo Maresca, some of us, we are supporting his work. It's about time he keep quiet and shut the F up, because the more you go out there and you'll be making a lot of comments, it doesn't help the team in a way, especially making comments about players who are still here. It doesn't help. He should go ahead and improve on his tactics, improve of winning games. He shouldn't be a PRO for these scammers. Okay? He has to keep quiet, do his work, and some of us, we are going to support him regardless. And I dare these owners, if things are going bad and they want to get rid of this coach, some of us are not going to be happy. He will be here. If he has to send us to relegation, we'll all go to relegation and come back to the Premier League. On that note, I would say a big thank you to you, Oz, and to you, my brother Ban, and everybody on the panel.
Thank you, man.
I will see you guys tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Good night.
Good night, man.
Good night, Mark.
Appreciate your
help.
Good night. Mr. Victor, say goodbye. And then Mr. McKean, you're going to close the shop. You're going to be the last one.
It's my turn.
Yes, sir.
I subscribe so much to what Mark has said. Everything that Mark has said when it comes to
except to keep Maresca for 10 years.
No, but no. I don't think he will even survive a year. The way things are going, Chelsea is not designed to keep these kinds of coaches, because the way we build our teams, we don't do it in such a way that a coach might be able to survive, and especially to have them to consider the model of these new owners who wants to be, for lack of a better word, the dictators of how things are run. So far, that's what it's shown us. It doesn't seem like any coach, you'll get to a point where you'll be frustrated, unless, of course, he's turning in wins. Once you start winning, like I said the other time with you here, that when you win, people forget about the problems, because that is what all the fans want. And then you can solve the other issues behind closed doors. But as a coach, he needs to develop a way of talking to the fan base, because this is our way of knowing what is going on in the club. We are not there on the field. We are not there behind the scenes. So everything he says has to be, carefully thought through, so that we can have a sense that at least there's some level of calm within the club, which really goes out there and display this kind of chaotic moves all the time, and makes the fan base feel. And at least we know that in Chelsea, there's no dull day, and every day there's something to be excited about. But to wrap it all up, I feel like you know, to sit here and say people who are receiving, i.e., Sterling, 325,000, for us to really have sympathy for and talk and call for loyalty for them and respect for them and all of that. Some people will be like, okay, no, probably they don't. They will still be collecting their checks, and you'll be the ones talking about loyalty. But there has to be something that this Chelsea Football Club stands for, and right now we don't seem to stand for anything. But if this experiment that they are trying to put on the club works, we might all be better for it, and we'll say, "Hey, remember when we were in the thick of it and we were all criticizing them?" But if it doesn't work, then under our very eyes, we saw a soul of a club ripped apart under our very eyes, day by day, decision by decision, and that will be a disaster for the club. So tomorrow, there's a tendency that when Chelsea is supposed to be the ones that are winning, we always disappoint. We are a schizophrenic team. We always have a problem when we are expected to win. So I will go in there thinking it might be a hard match, a tough match, and then maybe we'll pull a win. Because every win matters. It helps with confidence to the players. And so hopefully we can catch it here in the US and we can watch them and see how it's going. But until then, thank you so much for making our evening and allowing us to vent again. I will see you all tomorrow.
Yes,
bye
sir.
bye.
Thank you so much. Get some rest, my brother. Mr. McKean, the floor is yours. Empty your pocket, close the shop. We are out here.
Yes, life as a Chelsea fan. Yeah.
Yes.
People need to understand, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not all bad, yeah. Sometimes
Yes.
it's out with the old, in with the new, yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes that is the best way, yeah. You
Mm-hmm.
can't give players that. I heard someone say, "Oh, regardless of their performance, regardless of their form, oh, you should pay them respect." That you see, and that's what like puts people off, and that's what gets people angry because that mentality is what kept Enzo and Gallagher playing for 90 minutes, yeah, 90% of the minutes for the last 2 to 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
We can't think like that just based on the past. The former matters. There's a reason why it's there.
Okay.
You need to make space, and for me, Maresca as well, that's their PR hero, so we're gonna have to accept it. And as long as he does a good job, personally, I don't have much to complain outside of the Enzo situation. The Enzo situation, I feel like, is going to be a big, big anchor in Maresca's managerial career. I
Yeah.
feel like he's going to mention this in 10 years' time when this is all over and done with, and he moves on to another club. I feel like he's gonna mention the Enzo situation.
Yeah.
He is because
Do you think
now
he been
all of a
imposed
sudden
Enzo, or what the point you're trying to make?
the way he imposed Enzo as captain as a reaction, it's like he got to the outside world here and to the players, yeah, they probably feel like, oh, he got rewarded for his behavior. They
Yeah.
rewarded
Yeah.
bad behavior.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of players, yeah, like someone said earlier on, they haven't forgiven. And you can tell they haven't forgiven because you have a guy who's captain worthy, yeah, the second best defender behind Thiago Silva. All of a sudden wants to leave now. Do you not
Yeah.
find that odd?
Yeah.
Like this guy, he's splitting up the dressing room. I don't think we're realizing this, and
True. That's true.
it's it's affecting how we play. Fofana, for the first time, Fofana looked better
Mm-hmm.
with Lavia and Casado in the midfield. First time, Fofana looked good. Fofana never looked good before. He used to look very bad. Our
Okay.
backline is not a problem. It never has been a problem. We got rid of Koulibaly. We got rid of so many players around Enzo. It's like there's so much you can do to supplement a player or to accumulate a player. to get the best out of him. And now it's becoming a detriment slowly, and we're all watching it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But you can see that this ownership, I'm not mad at them. They're trying. You can tell that Enzo is bored by. You can tell the board. So I'm not mad I'm not mad at the whole situation about Maresca when it comes to that. It's just the handling of the situation that was quite sensitive.
Yeah.
That's my own take on it.
Yeah.
And for tomorrow,
yes,
Servette.
Servette, yes.
I swear that means I could swear that I swear that means a cow.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We're facing cows.
So what is your expectation? What do you want to see?
Win or die.
win and also win like convincingly, not like 1-0 or 2-1.
Yeah, you have to win convincingly. Yeah, you have to. You're facing towels. This is not, and you have like 2-3 different teams that you can put on the line that you can rotate and test out. So
yeah,
I don't even know if I'm gonna watch that match because I don't want to get aggravated. I prioritize my blood pressure and my mental health.
Prioritize your blood pressure. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good match. I think it's gonna be difficult because the team, you know, that they started their league like a little earlier, and they're doing pretty much in their league. They played actually like the Champions League playoffs. They played against Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho kicked them out. That's why they are in the Conference League playoffs. But I think they are more fit than our team. I'm not trying to find excuses here because a team like Chelsea is supposed to beat teams like this. But I'm telling you, this is a team that's been together for a while. Regardless of the level of the players over there, they might make life very difficult for us. So we have to be very careful. But yeah, I agree with you. We need a win because if we don't win tomorrow, I think it will be a lot of like angry people at Stamford Bridge.
Yeah, Maresca will look bad.
Yeah.
And if Maresca don't win games back to back, eventually he's gonna have to be the scapegoat for the next manager who's gonna win us the title.
Yeah.
Because these owners are not playing. I think they're going for the kill. They're not settling for top 4. They're just saying top 4 to make us feel good.
Yeah, agree with you, my brother. Listen, man. I've been here for 3 hours. I'm so tired. Need to walk a little bit in the morning.
Yes, sir.
So I will see you probably before the game.
Yes,
for
100%.
the pre-game show, if you have time, just jump here and help us. God bless you, man. Have a good one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Anytime, Ox. Anytime.
All right.
See
you, man. All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. God bless you. I'm so tired, as you can tell, and I congratulate myself for not falling asleep, right? I have to go and then sleep, and then I'll see you a couple hours before the kickoff for the Conference League. We are here, and call-in show. Everybody can call and have a say. God bless.